Bet. What is up, people? It's your boy Jaron Ikner. This is the Heat Check. I am a multimedia artist based out of Phoenix, Arizona, and I like listening to music. I've been doing this for 20 years. I put out a bunch of albums, movies, curated festivals, produced and developed artists. I've done a bunch of stuff. And I decided a while back to bring back the Heat Check because I really wanted to basically like get back to like why I really like music, which is like the expression and the creativity behind it. And so this is why we're here, man. This is the Heat Check. I don't know if this restream chat window is going to work or not. So I'm gonna leave it up for a little bit, and then maybe it'll start working. I tried to set up the restream so you guys can see your chats live. If it doesn't work, we'll turn it off, but it's fine. We're also back at the desk because I missed having two screens. I really did. I mean, I was doing everything on my laptop before, which was fine, but it just having two screens and just having the thing right here, and then I can just be like over here with the boom bap, boom bippity. It's just it's better. It's home. This is the home here. So what's up? Travel through the nebula. Hope you're doing well, man. I actually gave a couple shout outs on my Facebook to your page. Um, hopefully some people gave you some follows and some listens on that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into it because we have a lot of songs already. 34 songs submitted tonight. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to listen to y'all's music. So we're gonna go ahead and get through this and get this started. And this restream is not working. I'm gonna turn this restream off because it's not working. Pops up later, we'll do it, but it's fine. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and get into it. Up first is Travel Through the Nebula. He used its extended play 10-minute feature, meaning that we're listening to the whole song. This is a good way to kick it off. I'm sure he delivered a banger. He usually does. So let's get into it. This is the Heat Check Live with your boy, Jaron Ikner. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. We're almost there. It's been a grind. It's up a little bit. So we're in for the whole ride on this one. This is a 10-minute song. This is how we're kicking off the Heat Check with a 10-minute banger from Travel Through the Nebula, who used our full song feature. I'm gonna enjoy a snack. So, one thing I've always liked about your music is the fact that you have a good job of placing me somewhere with your music. Like this one, you either put me like at the climax of like a drama. Like I would use this in the movie that I'm working on right now because of the way that it builds. Like my movie is like very like dialogue driven and very dialogue heavy. And so I appreciate that it's 10 minutes long, even though I wouldn't be using the entire 10 minutes. It has these spaces in it that are like almost act as like little individual mini songs that are like these atmospherical places. And so like I would definitely feel like this would go well in a drama. Space Odyssey is kind of your vibe already. I think you already know that. But this one in particular, I could definitely see like in the background of a heavy dialogue driven like drama movie. Forgot to mention too that we're also live on Twitch this time too. So if you prefer Twitch or if you're a Twitcher, go check us out. Jaron Ikner on Twitch, JaronIkner on Twitch. If you like Twitch, we're trying to expand a little bit as we get a little bit sharper with this live streaming stuff. Liking the drum sequencing here. So this one definitely has like more like hopeful vibes than your other work. Like especially that little segment right there with the major keys. It feels a little bit brighter, a little bit more hopeful. It's almost kind of like after the climax, like after the hero has won kind of vibe to it, which is a lot different than the music that you've submitted before, which has like a lot more melancholy kind of vibe to it, like an ethereal type of vibe. This part right here is a little bit brighter than your usual work. Pretty cool guitar right there. I like that a lot. You think the song's done, but it's not. We're only halfway through. We're back to the ethereal for sure. This is like the ethereal vibes that like I'm used to from you right here for sure. Very trance-like. I'm loving this guitar on here. It's very powerful. Is like the way I would describe it. It has a very powerful feeling behind it, where it's like it's commanding. It's very like kind of heroic. Going back to like the soundtrack kind of vibe of it, like very like heroic vibes to it for sure. No, actually, like this particular song, like particularly like that part with the guitar, it actually kind of reminds me of Death Stranding. I'm not sure if you played Death Stranding, um, particularly Death Stranding 2 with the guitar. Like guitar is like a really big theme of the game without going into spoilers, but like there's like guitar solos in there, and there's like a I feel like this song will like play during the end credits of Death Stranding 2, which is a big compliment. 'Cause that's like one of my favorite games. So. Oh, look, the fade out. With the fade out. Ah. Oh. Yep. I'm not sure how I feel about the fade out, if I'm being real about it, because I feel like this was like crescendoing to like some type of like release. Like it sounds like it was building up to something, and then we just got a fade out. I would prefer it to like build up and then just drop, and then you just have like a nice little pad or something that's kind of trailing off. It's a little. I'm a little bit disappointed in the fade out. I'm not gonna lie, but otherwise the song was great. Um, all the stuff that you submit is awesome, dude. It really and truly is. I feel like we need to figure out a way to get you more followers on Spotify because you only got 37 followers, monthly listeners. Sorry. Um, but I support you heavy. Like I really enjoy all your music. So thank you for submitting and being a part of the Heat Check community. I'm really trying to build this up, and you've been a big part of that. So I really appreciate you, man. And we're gonna go ahead and keep this moving because we got 35 submissions. So we're gonna be here for a while. So let's go ahead and get into this. We got a skip next. Up next is Streets of Truth in Music. All right. And they used the skip feature. We make sure that they got extended play. They played for extended play. So I gotta play the whole song. Okay, so they used the skip and the extended play. Is that what I'm seeing here? Hold on a second. They're not really clear on that when you like go and look at this. You have to like really do a bunch of clicking. So I think they did the skip and the extended play. So that's cool. Thank you for that. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is Streets, Truth, and Music. Listen to the whole song here. I like that synth. Oh, this is also you. I see. I see what you did there. Travel through the nebula. I see what this is. Yeah, I messed up. My bad. I don't know what happened there. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Why is that doing that? It's just tripping. Hold on a second. That's definitely not you. I was like, man, this shit's fucking crazy. All right, let's try this again. So, oh, it's a link to your page. And you have your songs. Okay, I see where I fucked up. Okay, so here we go. Let's try this again. This is now Streets, Truth, and Music. And we're gonna play I'm so sorry, Brad. Let's play that.
See, I was in the basement, hating my relationship, contemplating sobriety from the demons I'm faced with. Ex is a hoe again, but with friends that she hangs with. Bitch, who you playing? Acting so brazen, ain't it amazing? I'm sitting here waiting, know that I stayed and I hear what you saying, but don't believe what you're claiming. Wait, anyway, Pops called my phone, says I'm sorry, but your brother didn't make it. Last time we spoke, told him that I hate him, replay it in my mind. Tell me, how do I face it? Tell everyone I'm fine, that's my go-to statement. Can you tell that I'm lying, even though I don't say shit? My brother just died, hate to be sad, so I take it. Refuse to be a burden, so I stand there faking. I sure is really working, my life keeps breaking. Knowing for certain I can no longer get wasted. Drink spilling on the floor, regrets start chasing. All we did was fight since early life on Brayton. Yeah, I caught a case, try to tell me not complacent. Cops try to pull me over, another to the left adjacent, thinking I'm the greatest, so I almost try to race it. Guaranteed I win, I know I can outpace it. Tell him.
So far, this is super fire. I'm really liking the beat. I'm liking the lyrics, and I'm liking your voice. I think the only issue that I'm having, because I'm listening to it on headphones, so like I'm getting all the intricacies, is that your vocals are pretty loud. I had to turn it down a little bit, but beyond that, this is a really, really good song so far. Like, I'm really enjoying this song. The production is clean. I'm really liking the lyrical content and how you're approaching the song. And like this, it's like more classical, like traditional R&B, which is really making a comeback right now, like this type of R&B. So like you're definitely the lane that like people are appreciating.
If he wins, I drive myself right to the station. That's not what happened, instead I didn't say shit. I just acted basic, pleaded the fifth and didn't raise it. Liquor bottles in my home, seen I need a whole fifth. Evidence my stash, it's my phone, they take it. Cash, well that's gone, it's obvious they take this. Ex still talk shit, she's the bane of my existence. Hater and a mother, they're both narcoleptic, never earned their keep. Stuck up bitches, you're not here, but please listen. I try to be civil when she didn't. See, I don't think she gets it, does she think I would ever want that shit back? Trust me, she discussed me and I would certainly choose prison. Fuck, I had to say it, since treating me like shit and I couldn't really take it. But I'll be fine. Long nights we spoke, chains unwind, yet the darkness inside, trapped and confined. Sorry I was mad, you didn't deserve her. Sorry I was mad, you didn't deserve her. You just wanna get better, he was doing better. He just wanna get better, he was doing better. In the night, echoes of pain, Lost my brother, nothing to gain. Should've tried to reach him, if only I can. Left with stories all over again. Fury came screaming, tore me apart, haunted by sorrow.
The pen is fire. You got a really good pen game. Like it's kind of poetic, but it's like very storytelling, which I think is like it's something that I always appreciate. I really appreciate when artists can tell stories and like let me know more about you through your music. And like on the second verse, like I already learned a lot about you. So it's a really good presentation of like your life and your story. I really appreciate it.
Heavy on my heart, of course I got lost and I quickly fell apart. Your direction ain't the same when I walk in the dark, and you won't get far if you forget where to start. I choose to be alone, is how I deal with the scars. Heaven or hell, don't know where you are. I'll try and look hard, but the cards back in par. Maybe that life, it's not like the choices we make are ever right. Everybody knew what our relationship was like. Didn't take much for that spark to ignite. Throughout our whole lives, through fists when we fight, I'll be fine. Lies floating by, caught in the fire. See, I know I'm not dreaming, chasing desire, fighting those demons. Too much pressure's not a reason. I love you but hate you for leaving. Hard to forgive what you did to me, mom and dad, Sarah, David and Liz. Can't forget Kayla, even though you split. I'm sorry for what you did, I'll be fine. But who'll forever hate you for what you did to Vital? And I'd be lying if I said this is something I forget, but I keep trying. And I just wanna let you know, and I just wanna let you know, yeah. I'm so sorry, babe. You don't deserve it. Wish I could take it back, 'cause Brad don't deserve it. He just wanted to be better, and he seemed to be much better. He just wanna get better. Now I'll miss you forever, 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 forever.
I enjoyed that song. I really like the lyrics of what you had going on there. I really think that, like I said, just in terms of like telling a story and telling something and presenting something and having this theme and this concept, you nailed the concept. At first, I was like, "Who's Brad?" Right? But then when you listen to the song, you realize that Brad is someone extremely important to you, and you wish that you could have been there for them. And this song really conveys that in a way that's like very honest, and I really appreciate like the honesty that you have in the song and like the vulnerability in the song. I think that's something that is almost like becoming a lost thing in music. Everybody wants to be hard and be I put a shell up and a shield up, but this is very vulnerable, and I appreciate that. And you paid for 5 minutes, so I'm gonna listen to 1 minute of another song, and that's gonna be a Man.
Truth and music. Streets. I'm a man, but it's different for me. Society never really listens to me. Only wanted me to be the provider. Show no emotion, keep it inside her. We going tit for tat, fight over who got the facts. What type of shit is that? Brought back the context that all our arguments lacked. I said some things, you said things back. Just know that I understand there's no such thing as a justified deadbeat dad. But goddamn, you held out your hand. I took a chance and tried everything I to show you that I'm a good man. In fact, it said I wasn't shit, I should leave and never come back. Guess I should've did that, but I was too in love with you not to come back. This ain't my first time, see I've been there, done that. If you told me the truth about who you were really interested in, then I could've just left knowing cause of him. You're just too embarrassing for me to even come back, fuck that. Now there's no chance our kid sees a good man. You broke apart a good dad, didn't even look back. Who does that? Who does that?
Once again, you have a very strong pen. Like you're very good at writing some visually sound songs that paint a picture. This song actually kind of reminded me of a City Life. Like, what would you do if your son is at home, crying all alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry, and the only way to feed him is to sleep with the man? That's like kind of like the vibe I got from the song, like this really deep, once again, vulnerable storytelling through the pen. And I really appreciate it, man. Those are two really good songs. Thank you for submitting. I'm gonna keep moving though, because we got more songs. Up next is Vicky Gunn. Yeah, this is Vicky Gunn. Let's see what's up with Vicky Gunn here. You're watching the Heat Check Live. So the production grabbed me immediately. It's like very like kind of jazzy. In the description, you said that, or on your Spotify page, you said that you make music in your apartment, and like it does have like this very like bedroom sound to it, which I appreciate a lot because I make all my stuff in this room right here, and so I understand like the the nuance of that, and I like the lyrical tenacity that you have going on here in the song. I think the things that stand out to me on like in terms of constructive feedback would be the mixing of the instruments. Like there's they're almost like kind of like all the same level. And I think we could you could benefit from doing a little bit more mixing on that. And then your vocals are great, like the tone of your vocals are great, but some of the notes will come off a little rough on the delivery. But overall, like I think that the song has a lot of potential. I think it just needs a little bit more polish. Um, I'm gonna listen to a little bit more
I'm headed on a ride to that place of mine, and I'm headed on a
though. Yeah, like you have your bass and your guitar and everything like kind of like sitting at the same level, and you would benefit from like turning some things down, maybe doing a little bit of compression to glue some of these things together and kind of give them like a more cohesive. But they all seem to be kind of fighting for that same space sonically, which creates like a little bit of dissonance in like the production.
ride to that place of mine, and I'm headed on a ride to that place of mine, and I'm headed on a ride to
I
that
really do like
place
your
of
vocals
mine.
though. Like I really think that your vocals just sound really cool. In terms of like your vocal tone. Like I like the sound of your voice sounds really cool. It has like this like kind of eerie, ethereal, almost kind of haunting kind of vibe, like almost like this like almost 70s hippie kind of vibe. Like I'm wondering who like your influences are because I hear like a Janis Joplin kind of vibe to it. That's how I would describe it. Um, Let me listen to some more though. Like this breakdown.
So I run up to the station. Can't see the sun, but I'm still waiting. A loaded gun, this weight I'm facing. I'm spinning out. You are given to.
Yeah, I like the song. I think that just needs a. I think if you wanted to take this song to another level, I would take it to an engineer, or I mean, you can learn yourself too. I mean, I'm always for team DIY, but like putting like a little bit more polish on the mix, so you don't have so much battling for that frequency space. Your voice is the star of this song, but there's a lot of elements kind of fighting for that. And I think we want your voice to like really like shine through all that. But I'm liking the lyrical tenacity of it. I'm liking your voice. I would think that you do have a good voice. You got some talent too because the production of it is very sound. Like you got an idea here that you could really build on. I'm actually gonna give you a follow on what is it, Spotify, and I'm gonna like your song. Thank you for submitting. We're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. Um, let's see here. I'll read comments in a second. I've seen a bunch of comments pop up, but I want to get to the next song and then we'll go. Well, I don't know. Let's read comments now. Let's see. So, Travel Through the Nebula stuff in the last stream reminds me of Death Haven. Yeah, I need this on Spotify. Yeah, Streets Truth and Music says thank you all. all downloadable on large platforms. He was my brother. We had a falling out the week before ending his life. He faced a lot of demons. I appreciate all the feedback. We got Lao Pression. Oh, I don't know how to say her name. Too many. Lao Pression Nocturna said Rush, Dream Theater, Prague Vibes for sure. Yeah, cool. Let's go ahead and listen to the next song. Up next is Scarlet. It's a James Bond inspired track with elements of tango and Spanish music. If it feels repetitive, it's because I wrote the lyrics in my mind but couldn't record them. Okay, let's see what this is about. You're listening to the Heat Check Live with your boy Jaron Ikner. Give me a follow if you're on here. I'm trying to get to 5,000 by like next week. But today. So this actually kind of feels more like you said, it's James Bond inspired, but right now I'm feeling more like a Ennio Morricone type of vibe. I'm not sure if you know who Ennio. I'm not even sure if I'm saying his name right. Ennio Morricone, but he's a guy who did like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. He's like one of like the best composers of all time. Like the that's like his most famous, but he has like a whole wealth of stuff. But like this has like a very like westerny cinematic vibe to it. So it's mostly that little rattle. But this also kind of like reminds me of like Quentin Tarantino. Like this gives me like kind of like Kill Bill, Hateful Dead kind of vibes, or Hateful Eight. That's the name of the movie, Hateful Eight, and Kill Bill, especially like Kill Bill. Like this feels like something out of Kill Bill, which you know is a pretty good compliment. I think the repetitiveness lends to a movie score for sure. Like like I said, like Quentin Tarantino, a Western. I've seen someone in the comments say Red Dead Redemption. It does kind of remind me of that too. It does have that kind of vibe to it. I think you got something here for sure. I think you should keep going for sure. I like that. Thank you for your submission, Scarlett. Let's keep it moving. We got a lot more songs. We got 30 songs more to get through. So I want to make sure I give everybody decent feedback. I don't want to spend too much time on everybody unless they're using the skip feature or the full song listen. But I try to give everybody at least like a minute or two of each song. If the song holds me the whole time, I'll listen to the whole song. So up next is Oreo Squid. Song titled Wine. Respect to your grind and appreciate what you do. Let's get it.
Island blood, straight up thug with how I've done. Bumping drug bloods when I'm in the club. I'm in the cut and infect guns. I better wash out with alcohol. Oh my god, this drink is soft. Even when it's up, girl, I'm the boss. No matter the cost, let's run it up and get messed up. Then just chill a little bit, I'm a little introverted adventurous. Enough about me, how are you? See you looking so tentative, like you haven't yet indulged in a sedative. So what's your preference? Hard shell and sweet like M&M's. So baby, if this isn't your setting, then we can go anywhere, anytime. Girl, maybe dinner, then drink a barefoot inside of my kitchenette. Girl, wine with me, drink wine with me, don't whine to me. Wow, 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 wow.
The beat's slapping. I like the beat a lot. The voice is a little weird, but then when I clicked on your page to go check out like your Instagram, I see that you have this whole universe that you made. Like he has like all these drawings and like he's like a comic book series and this character on here, and he has dozens of posts on here. And so like when I after like seeing the character and like seeing some of these videos, it's like okay, the music makes a lot more sense. And that's like actually kind of a cheat code in the sense that you can really dial in your marketing and like your branding with visual aids before people are even like really get into your music. Like after hearing only a minute of this song and then going to his page, I already kind of know what to expect from him musically and sonically. This is a dope beat though. I like the beat a lot. The flow's a little weird. But the voice is unique. And there's a little bit of bop to it. Like this could go off in the club for sure.
Wine, girl, wine with me, drink wine with me, don't whine to me. Wow, 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 wow. Caribbean kid now float on, bring out guns and flex on sons. That's muscle, I power up, that liquid's up, yup, in my cup. I'll give you man an uppercut if you come up, I'll slap a chump. That's wacko punk. Haven't got swamped from the wine I drunk. I'm high and stuff like clouds on, bro. I'm screaming out, hey, you okay though? Couldn't mold your body if I had a ton of Play-Doh. Could've go and buy the wine without a fancy label. Why are you so cute when I tie you up with a wire cable? Got a bottle of tropical latest on the table.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say because you kind of steered into the direction that I was feeling like the song was going in terms of it being like in the same realm of like an Eminem or a Hopsin song in terms of just like it has like this kind of comedic tone to it. There's like a lot of tongue-in-cheek bars, and then at this point in the song you're tying people up and kidnapping them and stuff. So that's like it's like a genre. It's not horrorcore, but it's like the same lane as like Hopsin or the same lane as like Eminem. Like that's kind of like where I would put this song, like in that category. Like those type of artists who like do these type of songs that are like almost like parody, not parody, but like comical, definitely comical, and have like this like tongue-in-cheek tone to it for sure. I like the song. It's not something I would bump all the time, but I do like the approach. I like the uniqueness of it. And like I say, I like the fact that you built like this whole universe around it. Has this really cool universe that you created. And I enjoy that. So more of that. Thank you. Keep it moving though, because songs are still coming in. All right. Up next is D Down. The description says, thanks for hosting. My fourth original song just released. It's a pretty mellow bedroom country pop song. Thanks for listening. Okay. Listen.
You deserve better. You deserve better. You deserve better. You don't know how I feel. You probably make a scene, like watching all your jewelry turn from gold to blue or green, making just to feel. So you'd rather live a lie and lie into his face instead of telling him goodbye. You still dream about building family in a house while he sits at home with his ass stuck on the couch. Your reason to doubt what you couldn't do with without grasping on a slip.
So the way that your vocals are mixed makes this not feel like a country song. It makes it feel more like a pop song or like a R&B song. And it's because you have these effects on your vocals that just give it like a whole different vibe. Like it'd be interesting to hear how the song sounded without the effects on it, like more stripped down. Because when you think about like country songs, like you don't I mean country pop does do like a lot of like auto tune nowadays, but like traditional country has just like more stripped down, like kind of like raw vocals to it. Like you really hear like the emotion in the voice, and I can hear the emotion in your voice, but it gets kind of drowned out by the effects. So that's like my initial thoughts for sure. Um, yeah.
Controls the stresses they amount. You deserve better. You deserve better. You deserve better. You deserve better.
I almost would say like take the drums off. Like I think that this song might fare better as like a guitar, like man with guitar genre, which is one of my favorite genres on the show, man with guitar. Um, the drums distract me a little bit. I feel like if you took the drums off and just let the guitar like really shine, take the effects off your vocals. Like what I'm saying is the song needs to feel more stripped down. Like it feels a little overproduced, especially with the drums, because you have like this blaring hi-hat or sorry, crash that like kind of takes me out of it. I would take all the drums off and I would have just a guitar and just your voice and like kind of tap in that way. Um,
You deserve peace, you deserve free, you deserve everything that I wanna be. You deserve kind, you deserve strong. No one falls short, but you're worth the fall.
I'll be right there after all. I could be your wonderwall. Supersonic in a flash. Create a heart, you're worth the crash.
yeah, things got weird there. It got weird there with the rap, and then you have like the effects on your vocals are very heavy on this part, and it kind of drowns out what you're trying to say. That part of the song is kind of weird. Um,
Shitting on a shooting star. Now you'll see your guiding heart. Know you'll make it through the dark. Just all of your life, all of your life. Wishing on a shooting star. Now you'll free your hiding heart. Know you'll make it through the dark. You are the light, you are your life. You deserve better. You deserve better. You deserve
I think there's a lot of potential in this song, but I think it needs a lot of work. I think that one, I would take the drums off entirely. Either take them off entirely or like turn them down a lot. Like the drums shouldn't be shining as much as they should be. I think the guitar and your vocals are the more important aspects of the song. Um, try a version without the effects on your voice to see if it gives your vocals a little bit more emotion to it. Because you can hear the emotion, but the effects kind of really like pull me out of it. And the lyrics are all right. Like you're not like penning crazy, but I think there's a lot of potential in the song just in terms of like serving the purpose that I think it's trying to intend. That's how I'll phrase it. So thank you for the submission. Okay, up next is Captain Crunch Flakes. This is a video. This is the first collaboration of Crunch Love, Jana Love, and Captain Crunch Flakes. We'll be back with more for sure. I'm a disabled vet that's looking to grow musically. It's be best therapy. Thank you for any consideration.
1, 2.
It always does this. When I try to do this, it always like doubles. And I don't know why it does that. Maybe if I go like, there we go. The long ass intro. Okay. There we go. So I appreciate the lyrics. Um, it's obviously like supposed to be like more abstract because she obviously wasn't trying to write no beat, which is fine. It has like a kind of like abstract, kind of like spoken word kind of feel to it. And I think that her lyrics are like the things that she was saying were very poignant and relevant. I think you guys say you can't hear the music, so I gotta run it back. All right, hold on a second. Let me see here, because this is the thing about doing it on Nero is that when I do it this way, you could probably hear if I do it like this. I'm just gonna open it up like this. I like to use this video feature, but it never really works. It always does weird shit. You guys could probably hear it. Run it back. Running it back. I realize that I can't do the video thing on Nero because it just doesn't work. It's weird. I'm probably doing something wrong. This has a long ass intro to it, so. Okay. Once again, this is a long ass intro, so let's just fast forward here.
Stay flexing in a flow state. Side quest always being chased. Hard to find a man these days that can build a fire without a lighter. Living under a fascist regime. Fucking with my mental state to the max, to the extreme. Let me reiterate, these old white men boomers stay trying to obliterate. Let me tell you what God got to say. When I casted you and your evil crew down.
Sorry, I'm going to answer some questions here. So, hold on a second. First of all, talk about the song. What I was saying earlier, as just you guys now hear, is that it has like this abstract spoken word kind of vibe to it, which I appreciate. And, you know, there's not like a beat for me to like ride because the beat's very abstract, but it's very cool and interesting instrumentation. Like there's a very cool piano tune going on there. The drums are like kind of like this like syncopated, kind of like off kilter kind of flow to it, which helps complement her spoken word. And she's saying some cool, like interesting, like kind of political type shit, which is also always appreciated. I see a question in here from Martin O. Elkin. He's saying it's 4 a.m. I don't know where you're at, where it's 4 a.m. You must be overseas. We appreciate you. You're asking when your song's going to get hit. Remedy. Let me see here. I'll take a look for you. Your song, Remedy, I mean, you just submitted that shit, bro. It's gonna be a while. At this rate, you're number 27 on the queue. So it's gonna be a while. Probably be like at least, I don't know, a couple hours. So Fitz G Beats, you can submit at nero.fan/Jaron Ikner. There's a link in the description. It's the first link in the description if you want to submit for that. I do plan on listening to all songs tonight. I think the only reason I won't listen to songs is if we just get crazy out of control with the submissions. Like we hit like 50 submissions, we might slow down. But I planned on going the distance tonight. Because last week I went very not the distance. I went like 4 hours. So yeah, man. But I would say, Martin, you don't have to watch it live. The repeat will be up. You know what I'm saying? Just watch it tomorrow and you can get your feedback then. You don't have to watch it live unless you want to interact with me. And I understand that, but I understand that it's 4 o'clock in the morning and you got to go to bed. So yeah, anyways, let's keep it moving. Let's keep listening a little bit more to this song and then we'll move on.
All you have done is evil clown. Love creations will always win. Without doubts, it's time to get it in.
Yeah, y'all got it. Get it in. I think that song, it's this abstract spoken word kind of vibe, which is always appreciated. Like I have no qualms against it. It sounds clean. The production is a little weird with the piano and the way that it's sequenced, but I think it's supposed to sound that way. So, and yeah, thanks for watching from Norway, man. I appreciate your submission, Martin. Yeah, just watch tomorrow. The live will be up, and you can watch in the morning. Let's go ahead and keep it moving though, because we got plenty more songs coming in. Up next is Ahi, Afropop Indie, Bet. Song's called Business. Go.
They hear what don't they follow? Pick up a nano clock, force no more solos. Kill that little black dress with your ass on my neck. Wanna tell you a story? Been praying to God, keep it holy. I remember the boys when I hold me, then bet to the first control me, wanna do me. Slip right to my cups and I would jail.
This song needs a weird video. Like I can kind of like see it kind of like already playing out in my head, just like a really weird video, maybe like a little girl like dancing in a weird area, like doing some weird stuff. Like this has very weird, quirky vibes to it, but it's kind of catchy. Like the hook with the business, like that's like kind of like a little TikTok vibe for sure. Like I would definitely like try to make content for it in that sense. And it's clean. This is clean. This is some clean, fun music so far. Very clean and fun. I like clean, fun music.
Even I feel listless. I want more of your business. Your business. I really don't wanna waste this no more. Without you, I feel incomplete. You are my hero and my G. Ah, yeah. My blood been pumping. I want you to take me high, yeah. Into the sky, 'cause I know that is where you come from. Oh,
Second verse goes crazy. I really like that second verse. Like the lyrics of it. I like the way she had like these little cool like inflections in her voice that like make it kind of reminded me of that Dance Monkey song, The Tones and I think the name of the band. Like had that kind of like quirky, interesting tone to her voice that like really grabbed my attention. The lyrics are cool. You're floating on the beat like you're in that pocket. This is a good song. This is good work. Let's keep listening. There's only like 30 seconds left. Cool. That was a cool song. It made me happy. Made me feel joy. I think that song has a lot of potential in terms of it being like marketable and like having like reaching the audience that it needs to reach. I think that visuals would help a lot with this song. Like I said, like quirky, like eye-catching video, bright colors, maybe some dancing. I think if you do all those things, you would have a moneymaker with that one. That's a good song. Okay, up next is Greg C. This is a video, so we have to open this independently because we tripping. Okay.
If I were to leave you, baby, you probably wouldn't care at all. You've been running round all over town, thinking that you never get caught. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
So like I got kind of thrown for a loop on this song because initially, like, I thought this was gonna be like a reggae kind of song based off the production of it. Like, had like these like kind of like vibey reggae tones, but then when you get to the lyrics, it kind of sounds like some like Ron Isley, I caught my girl doing something kind of vibes. There's an interesting blend.
I think you better answer your phone. It's Alexander calling. You always got somewhere to go. You've been sneaking, but I've been borrowing with you. For you. If he can love you better than you think I do. If he can love you better, baby.
The production is great. I really like the beat. The beat's really cool. Like I said, I wasn't expecting the lyrics to be what they were. Like I was expecting like some more like laid back, like kind of like reggae vibes. But like this is like literally like some Ron Isley, like I caught you cheating on my girl, which is really cool because it works. It works. It's like it's an interesting approach to like an old trope in music. And I think that sorry, my phone is buzzing here. I think that a lot of what makes the song interesting is the interesting production and how you handle it. Now, on terms of the constructive feedback, you're doing this like call and response thing with the vocals where you say something and then you have some other vocals in a different tone, but you have like auto-tune on it and the auto-tune sounds a little rough. I think we should tweak that a little bit or just remove it entirely. Your vocals are clean without the auto-tune. So I think that sounds great. And I think that overall the song makes me feel a certain type of way. Like it takes you back to like the R. Kelly, Ron Isley songs where Ron Isley caught R. Kelly cheating and he starts singing about it. Like the way your voice sounds and like the lyrics, that's like where it takes me to.
Yeah. If he can love you better.
Honey, it's been a few weeks. My loving ain't good as as it seems. I thought that your love was a dream. It turned out to be a scheme. But baby, you knew what I seen. You started to yelling and screaming, crying and tell me to leave it. Charlie, you knew you conceded. Treated me like how you pleaded. I should've just known you were creeping. Now I realize you're a demon. Hurting my heart and deceived it. I hope that you found what you needed. No more reason to be here. Baby, go ahead and just leave me. Your heart is in
Cool rapping. I like that rap. That was dope. Kind of reminded me of like Designer or Future, in terms of the vocal tone. I think the vocals could sound a little bit cleaner and brighter though. Like they're a little bit under the beat. The production is like really like top notch, but I think the recording on the production needs a little bit of work. The rapping is dope though. I like his verse and I like how it built into the beat exploding into like its climax pause, to where we have like this really great sounding production.
If he can love you better than you think I do, if he can love you better, baby.
Dang, we could stop it. We got the gist of the song. I like that track. That was a good track. I think that it just needs a better recording of the vocals. The vocals in some areas sound a little. I think it's the auto tune or like the kind of like reverby kind of sound that's on there that takes away a lot of the energy and takes away a lot of the life from the vocals. I think that when you hear dude just singing without that, his vocals are great. They cut through, but then you almost kind of like mute them with like the reverb auto tune kind of feature, and that same effect is on the rap. And I want those vocals on the rap to cut through and not like be so muted on the beat. But that's a cool song though. I really enjoy that track. Thank you for submitting. I gotta adjust my butt here. Been sitting in this chair all damn day. All right, cool. Up next is Jalen the MVP. Okay, let's go. Listen to you on Spotify. Song's called Get Fly.
This on some get fly, everyday type shit, ordinary day type shit. You know how we do it, 40G. Thumbing through a check, know what money make a bitch do. I got all products, so you gotta fill some big shoes. Lately in the booth, I've been rapping like the rent dude. Really, that's my partner, keep it P, like we been cool. Lately, I've been eating like anything on the menu. It's for me, ain't it for myself, trying to make history. Missed calls from my baby girl saying she missing me. Know I be on grind mode, working like a busy bee. Love when niggas down me, yeah, that shit be giving me energy. And she drop my swag, yeah, she looking like my mini-me. Just came to the fact, niggas ain't fucking with me mentally. Don't know what I was doing, fucking with y'all niggas, silly me. I'm in Austin with the power, then I'm off at 8 this hour. Another city, another hour, probably catch me in the tower. Like a villain dog, I'm just here, plot on me, dog. Gotta get it, dog, yeah, gotta get involved. I can't lie, I try to do that shit, but it ain't me. I've been locked in 24, just go Van Cleef. Remember I wasn't rapping, I'm the hottest in the city now. Remember I wasn't popping, I'm the one that get it busy now. Shopping at the stores, I got somebody that's attending with me. I don't need you to be my right hand if you ain't really with me.
Okay, so I like the intensity of the vocals, like the rapping, like the lyrics and what you're saying. The beat is a little muddy. I think it's just the 808 needs to be this like polished a little bit, alongside the vocals. But I like the intensity and I like your voice and like what you're saying on the song, to where it's like, you know, this could go somewhere if there's a chorus on it. Let me see if there's a chorus on it. I'm gonna keep listening here. It doesn't look like there is because we're already more than halfway through. It looks like it's just like a one verse, But let's see if there's a chorus on it.
Niggas tryna turn me to old me, and I feel it in me. If these niggas mouses, then I swear that they really many. Nigga, we the ones in this city, dog, who got it litty. Bitches asking for my first name, put it on your titty. And real niggas connected everywhere. I got niggas in Philly. Really, I'ma change my name to Billy, cause I'm Lisa Billy. Or that's just how a nigga feel. Man, you gotta feel me. Man, you gotta feel me. Or that's just how a nigga feel. Man, you gotta feel me. Through a check, know what money make a bitch do. I got all products, so you gotta fill some big shoes. Lately in the booth, I've been rapping like the rent dude. Really, that's my partner, keep it P, like we been cool. Lately, I've been eating like everything on the me and you. It's for me, ain't it for myself, trying to make history. Miss Cole.
So I didn't realize that the first part of what you were saying in the song was the chorus, because there wasn't any separation between what was considered to be the chorus or the hook and the actual verses. And like one way that I tell artists to do with that is to layer your vocals. So you would do 2 takes, or maybe 3, however many takes you want, on the chorus, and then maybe doing like a pan out. So you pan out. So you do 3 takes. This is usually how we do it. You do 3 takes. Have your main take, and then you have your left take and your right take. So then you have your main take going up the center, and then you have another take that's slightly different that you pan a little bit to the left, maybe like 30%, 40%. And then you have another take that you do pan to the right that's 40%. And what that does is it gives the chorus a lot more separation in the song and distinction between like, this is the chorus, this is the part that you're supposed to remember and sing along to, and then this is my verse, where it's a little bit more dialed back. It's just one, I mean, a lot of people like to stack, but like one vocal take, and that way you create the separation. So otherwise, I really like the production. I think that little flute sound, like the like kind of laser beam kind of sound, I think that's dope. But I think that the beat's a little bit muddy with the kick, with the 808 that you have on there, which is a small fix. And then cleaning up the vocals a little bit, adding that layer in the chorus to give it that distinction, to be like, this is the chorus. And I think you got a little something here. There's potential here. So thank you for submitting. Let's go ahead and keep moving though, because we got plenty more songs. We got 26 more songs on here. I'm trying to go at a decent pace. I'm going to keep going until about 9 o'clock. And I think at this pace, we should be able to get through most of the music. I feel like. Maybe. We'll see. Anyways, up next is Lee Tavender. Let's check it out. Listen to the Heat Check live with your boy, Jaron Ikner. If you're watching this and you're enjoying it and you're participating in the comments, I appreciate you. That means a lot to me. But it would help a lot more if you follow my page. I'm working on trying to build a community around people who participate in the Heat Check and just want feedback. I haven't worked out the kinks yet, but I know that it's important if you guys just keep supporting your boy. This guy said a whole album. Why do y'all send whole albums? I gotta pick a song. All right, we're gonna pick $1 Million. Tight. I'm gonna play the chorus in a second, but so far, it gives me like kind of like what was I trying to say? Like pop 80s, kind of like, I can't think of his name, Billy Ocean kind of vibes. That's what I was trying to say. Like the beat at first, when the beat first started, I'm like, this sounds like menu select music. But then when the vocals came in with that kind of like Roger Troutman, kind of like 80s just stank on it, it really gave the song a lot of life and kind of changed my opinion of the song. Let's listen to the chorus though. I'm gonna see what he does with this chorus. See what he's working with.
Look at you, you're a million dollars. Look at me, I couldn't be much further. All the years I knew I'd find my way, and I'm still here with so much left to say. So now, what am I feeling? I've never been so thankful yet. I sometimes feel sinking. In the storm, I just can't forget. Oh, the rain keeps falling that I just don't let. At the end, I come near. So when I turn back to you and find that you're still here, I'm so in love with you, yes, forever and always. Look at you. You're $1 million, and look at me. I couldn't be much further. All the years I knew I'd find my way, and I'm still here.
Okay, so I don't. First of all, that first verse is way too long. I thought that the chorus was going to drop like on 3 separate occasions, and it didn't drop when I thought it was going to drop. And then when it dropped, it was a little underwhelming. It was a little underwhelming. I think that the chorus, first of all, didn't have the dynamicness that it needs. Like I just said, the last song, it had the same vocal tones and the same vocal inflections as the verse did. So like the only reason I knew it was a chorus is because the instruments changed and the music changed around it. And it just didn't hit. It just didn't hit for me in terms of like being like making me make that face. I don't know why. I mean, I can listen to a little bit more. Let me see.
With so much left to say. Look at you, you're $1 million. Look at me, I couldn't be much further. Through the years, we've seen it all before, and we're still here. And oh, there's so much you know. Hey.
Yeah, I feel like I would workshop that chorus a little bit. Like something making it a little bit more like poppy and catchy. I think that you did add a little bit of vocal elements on the back half of the chorus, which it works out. But it's the lyrics itself, like it's $1 million. It's like I think we could tweak that just a little bit to make it a little bit more catchy. The verse, like I said, the first verse is already long and it's a little bit wordy. So I think going into the chorus, you want something that's like a little bit simpler, which that's simple, but it's not like simple enough for me for it to be like catchy. You know what I'm saying? It's like I have to like kind of listen really carefully to like kind of get it all in. And then by then we're moving on. So that's my thoughts on that. I think overall though, the song's not bad. I think it definitely taps into a genre that we haven't heard in a while, which, blends to an audience that will love to hear that. So thank you for your submission. Let's go ahead and keep it moving. You check live. Oh, I was gonna say I should have told the other guy this. He's probably gone by now, but you do have the option of skipping the line. If you don't want to sit here and wait, you can pay. I think it's $10. We have it set up for. You can skip the line. I'll listen to your song right now, and then you can go to bed or whatever. Otherwise, you gotta wait, and more songs are coming in. So if you're submitting now, you might not get listened to tonight. We'll see how it goes, because I'm trying to go at a decent pace and give people like enough time, but also like I don't want to rush it. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to make sure you guys get good feedback because you're spending time with me here in the Heat Check, and I appreciate that. So up next is Adios Fatso. This is another video. I wish I could play the video without it. There's no way to really do that. I don't know why it does that on Nero. I gotta figure that out because I think what happens is I don't know. I don't have time to figure it out. So the song's called Audio Fatso. this is a fun song, pretty fun. So I'm not sure if you guys are catching the lyrics, but it's about the GoPro not working, the SD card crashing in key critical moments, like seeing a girl pull out her titties during the live show, or doing a kickflip. It's pretty fun. It's a little cartoon. I like it. I'm not. I mean, the vibes kind of remind me, like the actual music reminds me of like early 2000s rock, like bands like Weezer, or even like Bloodhound Gang kind of vibes, because of the comedic tones of it. That's kind of vibe that I get a little bit. Alien Ant Farm. Those are the bands that pop into my head in terms of like comparing it. They're talented, man. This is really cool. A cool song. That's Adios Fatso. GoPro Not Again is the name of the song. I'm not sure if I said that at any point in time, but I really enjoyed the song so far. We're gonna listen to a little bit more and see what's good.
I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my mind. Yeah. It happens all the time. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my mind. Yeah. And you know I'm not alone.
It's catchy. The chorus is catchy. The GoPro Not Again. It's catchy. I like it. Good song. Good submission. I enjoy that song pretty thoroughly. I like the concept of it. I like the approach. They have this cool little cartoon going on with it. It's cleanly recorded. It kind of takes me back to a certain time and frame mentally in terms of like the music itself. So it's good. That's a thumbs up. Good job. Adios Fatso. Let me actually take a look at your Instagram real quick. I might give you guys a follow on Instagram real quick. Follow you guys on Instagram. Where are you from? They're from Boston, Massachusetts. Okay. Okay. I see y'all. I see y'all. All right, let's keep moving. Up next is the Artificial Minds. Okay. Yeah, let's just listen to it. Let's see what's up. Appreciate you guys watching the heat check. We are like maybe a little bit less than halfway through, so your song is coming if you're waiting. I'm trying to get to y'all. The song's called Greenland, Not For Sale.
From Disco Bay's ice to the deep yard of the south, hear the echo of the message from a nation's mouth. We're not a pawn on a board played by powers in suits. We are the rock or the mountain, we are the ancient roots. Copenhagen pulled the strings, DC look to the north. They see minerals and bases, they see strategic worth. But they talk about a price like we're stock on a shelf, while we're busy reclaiming the power of self. We are not Danish, we are not American.
So on the submission, they said that I asked a question that people use AI, and they said that it said yes in setup. So I don't know exactly what part of it was used AI, but it feels like the vocals are AI. AI vocals is what I'm hearing, because I've kind of like gotten a sharp ear for like AI vocals, and one, they sound like really, really good, like almost too good, and you lose like all the human inflections in the vocals. Like if you listen to like all the songs you've been listening to previously up to this point, like they all like, most of them have like this like really like kind of human tone to them. This sounds like way too polished, which is possible to sound way too polished. Where did the song go? But I like the lyrics. The beat smacking. The beat kind of feels like a soccer commercial or like a Nike commercial, like kind of beat. That's what I get. And the lyrics obviously have like some political meanings, talking about like kind of like standing your ground as a Greenlander.
We are Kalalali, new, now our own sovereign clan. Not for sale for dollars, not for sale for crowns. We own our future, our cities and our towns. From the inland ice to the blue ocean gale, Greenland is Greenland. Keep your checks and your treaties, keep your signatures too. We'd rather freeze in our freedom than be owned by you. We survived every storm long before your maps were drawn. Our will is made of granite, waiting for the dawn. You see tactical value in the wealth in the ground. We see the hunter on the water where the silence is profound. We're not a colony, a base, or a line on a...
See, like the problem with this song, like with it being the AI vocals, is the idea that like if I was gonna make a song like this, you need to have a face and a person like really representing. Like you're talking about a song that's like basically like taking a shot at the current American regime trying to take over your country, and you want to have that face and that voice like be distinct and clear. Like I can see the artists, I can see this blonde chick in my head right now singing this song, but I don't think they actually exist. I think overall the concept's a little weird. Like I don't think I've ever heard like a song like this before. Um, like lyrically speaking, I don't think I've ever heard a song like this before. Um, like I said, I like the production, and I don't really have like a lot to say about it. Honestly, like I feel like I should like doing my job here, but like I feel like with this song, like it serves its purpose. I feel like it's something that like because of like it's so niche down into like a particular topic, it's for a particular audience. Like me as an American living in Phoenix, Arizona, I don't really care about Greenland on that level to where I'm like, yeah. But if I lived in Greenland, I might bump this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it feels like a protest song for a particular audience. So that's my thoughts on that. Let's keep moving though. Up next is Harry Beats.
Chill, I don't even stress no more, ain't too real. Got my feet up off the floor, ain't slow vibe. Let the world just spin around, no rush. Hit the silence in the sound. Too chill, let it ride, let it breathe. Cool, cool mind, got the weight off me. No heat, just the wave that I feel on me. Too chill, yeah, too chill, yeah.
I'm way too chill, got no one to kill. Getting all bloody, not part of my skill. Getting all even, that's what I do. I'm way too chill, you have no clue. Mine went cool instead of having anger. Having no grudge to see something stranger. Not my voice, they're asking what happened. Shit got real ever since I started rapping. Use my words, they come out to be violent. Do whatever it takes to make me go silent. Not gonna happen, not part of my skill. No one to kill, so I'm way too chill.
Too chill, I don't even stress no more, ain't too real. Got my feet up off the floor, ain't slow vibe.
So it sounds like the second guy is new to rapping. Like he hasn't quite found his approach. His lyrics sound very stiff. They're very remedial. They're very simple. And it sounds like he's reading. It just sounds like he needs more practice, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Let the world just spin around, no rush, hit the silence in the sound. Too chill, let it ride, let it breathe. Cool, cool mind, got the weight off me. No heat, just the wave that I feel on me. Too chill, yeah, too chill, yeah.
Way too chill, I'm way too chill. I'm way too chill, got no one to kill. I'm way too chill, I'm way too chill. I'm way too chill, got no one to kill.
The beat's cool. It sounds like you're having fun in the studio with this one. Sorry, I got like peanut butter in my mouth. It feels like this track is like a studio session. Like you were just kind of like in the lab hanging out. Adjust my camera a little bit. There we go. In the lab hanging out, making something, messing around. This is the result of that song. Like I wouldn't take this song too seriously in terms of like, oh, this is going to put us on or make us go viral. This feels like a song for you. I like the production. Like I said, it sounds like you're having fun in the studio. I think the second guy needs to work on his rapping a little bit. I think his flow's a little stiff. I think he just needs more practice. And so my advice is keep going. You should be this feels like reps in the studio. And like I feel like you should be doing this every day, basically. Making this song every day, or song, not this song, but like making a song every day to continue to sharpen your pen and get better and better and better and better. Because I hear the potential, I hear the passion, I hear it's all there, but it just needs a little bit more practice, more time in the booth. Sorry, I'm all like leaning forward because the chair's like numbing my butt a little bit. If I stand up later, you know why. I do have to pee also too at some point, but I'm trying to hold off as more songs come in. Up next is Kai Carter. Looking for feedback, always room for improvement. And to promote my song, YouTube link.
Talk about it. Say you got plans, and you with your friends, and I ain't bothered about it. But I'm caught up in my head, how I disappear around them. But when we're alone, I was your world, the more, cause I'm not your problem. Bet that I only want you. Right, I'd rather run and hide. I know you're tight, but I love it when you lie. I get fake high, I need a break. I know I'm crying about him, wanna know where his pride lies when I'm not there. You'd always start a fight. I say I'm sorry, I keep acting like I'm fine. I'm just big high, I break the chains. I keep chasing clouds for you when your frame is made up and I don't fit.
Okay. So actually really like this so far. You guys can't see the video, but this is like I believe it's a dude. I know it sounds weird saying that, but like if you could see the video, you might not know, right? Let me see if I can actually fast forward this video. Right?
I'm sorry, I keep
and pause it right there. I'm not sure if that shows up on here or not.
like I'm fine. I'm just big high, I break the chains.
Trying to like, there we go. There we go. Boom. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is a dude, and I think that he might be queer, LGBTQ. That's like the vibe that I'm getting for it. Like the song itself kind of reminds me of like kind of like a Lil Nas X type of joint in terms of the production and like how he's singing on the track. The pen is strong. He can write some songs. The production is great, and even the video is pretty cool. I think that he has an idea of how he wants the world to see him in this music, and I think that's very admirable. I like the song so far. I really don't really have any like bad or negative or constructive criticism for him so far. It sounds very clean. There's a pocket that he's in when he's singing, and even the chorus has that thing. I think that if we're talking like how I would help the song, I think that I would try to get as much content around the fake high concept as possible. Reels, TikToks, etc., so forth, and just flood with certain clips from the song. That's very popular right now. That's like the best strategy you can do as an independent artist right now. Let's listen to a little bit more though.
You and how you feel, watching you got typical. When you high, you cynical. I'm more metaphysical. Never gonna admit I'm high. I'd rather let you go. Not to say what I went through. You don't call and I need you so.
Production is great.
Hold it all, trapped it and try not to think about you. You just left when it got difficult. Saying you ain't did me wrong. Now you won't run it back when you saw shit get real. Packing things up at the road. Said that I thought that you were everything that I needed. You ain't never give me hope. Bad enough I used to hate everything about me, but I healed everything that you broke when you left me alone.
Yeah, the beat's sick. I really like the production a lot. I think my production is the favorite part. My favorite part about the song is the beat. But he's doing his thing on this track. I think that there's an audience for this for sure. It's about finding that audience, which is why it's like you need to get on TikTok. You need to start using like whatever hashtags are associated with that, like your style of music, and really to start flooding it with this particular song, but like cutting it up in clips, particular like your favorite parts of the song, or maybe even ask your friends like what part of the song do you think you like the most, that might go the furthest. But that's a solid track all around, dude. Not mad. Let's keep it moving. Up next is Dead Dad. That's what it says. This is Dead Dad. Okay, so let's listen to it. What is this? This is a SoundClick link. Holy shit. Okay, I haven't used SoundClick in like 20 years. That's crazy. SoundClick. All right, let's go. Right. So I thought that was gonna like build into something. And maybe let me get this benefit out. Let me fast forward a little bit and make sure it's not. I'm gonna have to pass on that one, bro. It's not that like I'm anti-metal or death metal, but there's no like structure that I'm hearing that I can grab onto and like rock to. And I gave it a good play. I gave it play like at least like 45 seconds to a minute before I stopped it, and then I fast forwarded it to the middle to see if there's like some type of structure. But there's talent there. I'm hearing the drums, I'm hearing the guitars, but it's kind of a mess, like sonically, for me to like. Also, SoundClick link. That's crazy, fam. I haven't seen this sound like that's crazy. That blew my mind. All right, well we're gonna keep moving because I don't have a lot to say about that song, so let's keep moving. Up next is Brian. Harvest Black. I'm Harvest Black, checking in from the VA. Just want to make my music I like. Follow and become family and wherever you stream. All right.
Your life like no problems left. All in all, I kept it to myself. Walking accolade, fuck a trophy on the shelf. Infecting pieces, weaving your perfections. Infected, I like it, so fuck a contraceptive. Cause when that back bust blowing in the wind, here comes the cold chill. Still gotta go win. Nigga, go get the
I'm liking the beat. And I'm liking the raps. The thing that's throwing me off right now is the vocal sample that's in the back of the beat. It's like this, oh no, no. It's very loud, and it drowns out your vocals. Like what you need to do is you need to duck down that vocal sample, like automate it or something like that, to where every time it comes on, like you EQ it down. So it doesn't clash your vocals because it's very overpowering. But I like this so far though, in terms of like the vibe.
Bag again, salty, I don't play pretend. Fuck it, burn the town in the whole fucking bridge. Bitch, I'm for real, so fuck you and your trends, huh? I want to smoke ASAP, emphysema. Weeds is succeeding that leave them all dry heaving. Really demons, one sold prices, despite what some say on devices. Device of conniving, it's me, high, tailor-made. Been the problem, often awkward lambs to the slaughter.
Yeah, it's like you're good at rapping. There's some good bars in there. Your vocals are clean. Like whoever recorded the vocals did a good job on the. There's some cool stuff going on in the vocals, especially with like the delay you have on there. Done very well. They sound great. It's just that vocal sample and the beat really just takes over the song every time it comes on. It's too loud. Like you gotta change that because it really just kind of takes me out of the song. Otherwise, I think the beat is really cool. I like the chorus. I like some of the lyrics on there. If you could clean up that vocal to where it's not clashing as much with your voice, you got a decent song here. I think that's the only real feedback that I have is the sense that like those vocals are really just like, oh. I'm listening to the headphones and I'm trying to hear you rap and I'm like jamming out and then you have this, oh my life, which is a cool sample, which I know why you put it on the beat because it does sound cool. It's just too loud. It's overpowering. But yeah. Up next is Tim Music. The song is called Gravity.
Something wrong with the gravity. Every dream I get, it pulls me away from where I wanted to be. It pulls me away from the set. There's a man chasing after me. There's a man who wants me dead. I try to hide behind a century, but the gravity throws me ahead. It just throws me.
So this track is interesting so far. I think the biggest constructive criticism I can give right now is the fact that the vocals sound very far back. It sounds like you're in the room and you're like say this is where the mic's at. You're like basically back there where the painting is at in the background, like kind of far from the voice. That might be due to the reverb, but we want those vocals to be a little bit louder and be more up front. The production's interesting. I think vocally it's not as strong as I would like it to be, like in terms of like the vocal tones and like the cadence of your voice and all that. It's like a little bit like kind of like I don't know how to, I don't have a word for it. Let me listen to it a little bit more. Maybe a word will come to me. Let me see.
Gravity is whack. There's something wrong with the gravity. Every move I make is reciprocated from where I want it to be. It will drown me in a lake. There's this feeling building up in me. There's this feeling I'm doing wrong. I try to hide in these words you see, but there's no hiding in the song.
I like the lyrics. I do. I just don't. I'm not necessarily a fan of your voice though. But the song kind of reminds me of Chocolate Rain, like the way you're singing and like the like what you're singing about and like the way you're approaching it. It has like a Chocolate Rain kind of vibe to it, which is a bop. I think that it just needs a little bit more power. This is how I describe it. Power in your vocals. They sound like a little bit far back, and I want to hear them like more up front. But this is not a bad song. I think that there's an audience for it. Like I said, Chocolate Rain comes to mind. Keep going. Just keep going, bro. Just keep going. I appreciate the submission. Thank you, Tim Music. I'm trying to get through these in a decent amount of time and give some solid feedback, but I don't want to spend too much time on each song because we still have a lot more songs. We still have 18 more songs. I might cut off submissions here in a second too. We'll see. Let me see. Can I do that right now? Yeah, let's close submissions right now. If I feel compelled and we get through this in timely fashion and there's still time left, we'll open them back up. But currently submissions are closed because I want to be done by 9 o'clock. And we're at an hour, so that's like an hour and 15 minutes, 17 songs. That's kind of a lot. So let's see. Let's stop talking and start listening, right? Shut the hell up and start fucking listening to music, bitch. Ugh. All right. The song is Waveforms by Philip. Let's go. It says Edwin. I don't know. This is pretty sick so far. At first, when I heard the drums kick in, it kind of gave me like a K Tronada kind of vibe to it. And I think that this song could benefit from vocals, having a singer on it. I don't know like what capabilities you have or what access to. Don't use AI to make your vocals. If you want someone to sing on this and you can't find anybody locally, I would say go to Fiverr. Now, if you do lyrics, different conversation, but this song would benefit from a female singer. I really think it would. It has like that. It has that kind of that vibe to it, where it's like this. It's like it's a bop. It's a bop. I mean, you don't need to put a female vocalist on there. I'm just saying, like, that's what I would do if I was making this song. But I think it works by itself too. It has this kind of like synth wave, vaporwave kind of vibe to it. Cruising down the highway with my girl, top down, and it works. I think this is a really good song. So, thank you for your submission, dude. I really do like that track. Up next is Lauren Braddock. Lauren Braddock's anthem about unity, inclusion, peace, and radical joy. Produced by Grammy winner Don Henry. Music video link here. Thanks. We're not going to watch the video. Just going to listen to the song on Spotify. Okay, let's see. The song's called Purple Party.
I'm starting a purple party tonight. We ain't red, we ain't blue. Just some chill peeps mixing together to form a beautiful new hue. We got a purple passion, yeah, we like it a lot. We're marvelous and magic, yeah, we're coming in plumb hot. It's an invitation to end frustration, a celebration of all creations. We're having a purple party, we ain't excluding anybody. Unless you are a hater, then I guess we'll see you later.
Production's dope. Sorry, let me get adjusted here. I like the production. The lyrics are a little bit on like the remedial side. Like, I'm not mad at the lyrics because I like what you're trying to say with the lyrics, like the idea of unity, crossing party lines, and the idea that, like, you know, we should be coming together instead of like inviting. I just don't like the actual lyrics themselves. It's very like not complicated, which is fine. I'm not asking you to be like Sia on here. But the production asks for like a little bit more depth in the lyrical structure, just a little bit more. But like I said, the production is great, and I like what you're trying to do with the song. And I also think that the song would do well in certain areas, certain markets, like teaming up with the right candidate. You could be playing this song at rallies, things like that. Like, it does have an audience for it. I just think that the lyrics just a little bit on the weak side. That's like my thoughts on that. But we'll listen to a little bit more. Maybe my thoughts will change.
Kings and queens of magenta dreams, may your purple reign begin. Be a royal pain to those who shame our raspberry refrain. It's a declaration, a self-expression, a jubilation to soothe the nation. We're having a purple party, and we're including everybody. Unless you are a hater, then it's bye-bye, see you later.
Yeah. Like,
Join this non-violent vibe.
I'm probably like confusing people sometimes because sometimes I'm like, oh, the chorus is too wordy, and then I'll be like, well, this chorus is too simple. That's how I feel about this song. I think the chorus is too simple. I'm trying to like figure out exactly like how I'm trying to describe the lyrics. It's like when you went to rhyme the words together, it kind of felt like you just went with the first option. Like, we're the purple party, we're gonna come get everybody. Like, those are like the two most commonly rhymed words in music, besides like girl and world. It's like party and body, everybody party. Like, those are they don't even really rhyme, but those are like the two most common words. But like I said, I think that there's an audience for this. I think that it could do some damage if you got it in the right hands and the right people behind it. So keep going, keep pushing. I like the production. I think there's things about the song I like. So thank you for submission. 17 songs left. So up next is Wolf by the single from this way. It says The Ice Devil. Manipulation featuring Myrrh. Okay. Before I do that, let me read this comment. I couldn't get the next track to give me the option to play the most of the song. If you play it from 47 seconds on, it will showcase a different side. Did you submit another song? Is that what this is? I guess we'll find out. All right. Anyways, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Like Mo Control. Came up in the room, made eye contact, and she lost all control. Vibing to the tunes, had a little drink, she started acting like I know. Rolling up the weed, hit it 2 times, and she said, pass that over. Damn, shorty, what you want? Hopefully you by the end of the night, who me? Damn, that's crazy. I think that maybe we can make this extraordinary, contemplated. A little bit of honey and manipulation, but I don't mean to scare you. I just really like your lips, your eyes, your hairdo. All these other women don't even compare to. I can see why that nigga ain't trying to share you. Send me the address, you know I'ma swerve through. Do everything.
The beat is sick. I really like the production. The production is dope. Even like the concept of what you're rapping about is dope, and I like your voice. I don't like the quality of the vocals. I can hear like a lot of static and like hiss in the background, and mostly because I'm listening on headphones. But the vocals sound like they're recorded very roughly, which does not do the beat justice, because the beat is fire. The beat's actually like really, really good. I really like the production quite a bit. It has like this like bounce to it, this jazz horns, like very cool beat. I think you need to take this to the studio and get it re-recorded though. Give it some justice, you know what I'm saying?
Everything to say that I earned you. One more time, I don't think that I heard you. You got a boyfriend, well girl, you deserve to. So quit the front and it's a quick discussion. Sneaky link or I can be your husband. You want a ring, well that shit ain't nothing. Just let me push your buttons, girl. Like Mo Control. Came up in the room, made eye contact, and she lost all control. Vibing to the tunes, had a little drink, she started acting like I know. Rolling up the weed, hit it 2 times, and she said, pass that over. Damn, shawty, what you want? Hopefully you by the end of the night. Control. Came up in the room, made eye contact, and she lost all.
Yeah, I like the chorus too. Like, I really like this song. I just think it needs a lot more work done on it. Like, I think you need to do some more layering on the vocals, give it some space in terms of like the like take advantage of the space, like give it some more stereo sound, some layering. I think you need to record on a better microphone or just do like some cleaning up on the vocals. Everything else is solid though. Like the production is dope. I really, really like the beat. That's maybe my favorite beat of the night. I like the concept. I like the chorus. I like the rapping. I like what you're doing on the song. I just don't like the quality of the vocals. It really takes me out because, like when I was saying, I'm hearing headphones in the background of this here. Like a lot of static. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it on your end, and maybe I'm tripping, but I'm hearing it on headphones, and like I feel like this is a type of song that like just needs very clean production, engineering, just to make it pop, because the beat is so good that you need to make sure that the vocals match. We'll listen to a little bit more.
All control. Vibing to the tunes, had a little drink, she started acting like I know. Rolling up the weed, hit it 2 times, and she's like, pass that over. Damn, shorty, what you want? Hopefully you by the end of the night, homie.
One, take a couple shots and then come over. 2, 3 ways, you know I'm faded on. One,
so I like the chorus a lot.
Down the road like Santa Rosa. Yeah. Say no rosary, but now she on her knees. We speaking secret sins, only Lord can see. She said she making waves, and now we on the beach. Said she love the flow, and now she surfing me. Somebody queen bee, and now she on her knees. Easily can see, you shouldn't sleep on me. You better wake the fuck up if you dream of we. I didn't come to play, bitch, I came to be. I'ma pass that thing on, ain't no X can to me.
Control. Pull up in the room, made eye contact, and she lost all.
Yeah, I think that song deserves a polish. I think we need to go ahead and hit up your homie who's an engineer, or maybe get a better microphone and get those vocals sounding crisp and get them blended in there nice and good with that beat, because the beat is really good. The production is solid. I like the beat a lot. And I like the concept. I like the raps. I like everything about it. It's just that I feel like it feels like a rough draft vocally, where you could take this to the studio, do some layering, do some panning, do some delays in the vocals, especially with the singing going on. This could be a really good song. Right now, it's a solid song. If that makes any sense. Oh dear. Okay, so where are we at? Okay, up next is Torre Masters. I know him. So I actually have a song with Torre Masters. He's on my album Under Umbras. and he is one of the better rappers in Phoenix, Arizona. He really and truly is. Like he's he's like a rapper's rapper. Like he'd be rapping, like rap. Like that's what he does is rap. And he has a very strong fan base out here. I've done a few shows with him, and I'm always impressed with his ability to make solid hip hop. So we're gonna give it a listen. I don't know what he submitted, but let's see what he did here. The song's called "Expensive Watches" by Tory Masters.
Tory Masters, still lethal. Look. No longer on a timeline, one forever and imagination combined. It makes every time feel like it's one time. Still ducking one time, still checking 1-9 on 1-5. Strong mind, keen with a bright shine. Can be seen by every queen with like mine, especially if she like mine. Off-white Air Forces in, that's the right sign, homie. Got time to spend on the right dime, homie. This my footprint, 10.5. You couldn't fit it with a 17. I couldn't sleep as much as y'all and find a better dream. This one for everything. This one for pure cut drugs, no medicine. Ill since 91. I had to fall into love to find me some. Then there was not the one, then another not the one. Seems I'm the only one trying, only one searching, only one grinding. Timing perfect, you praying that my time in. Rolex, green face, gold, no diamond. Got my name on vinyls. I'm immortal. Faith running out slow. Give me more hope. You win or you out, bro. Let me know. Aiming forever, endeavor.
First of all, the beat's crazy. The beat's dope. Secondly, thank you, Torre, for giving an example of how to record a chorus. Because if you notice, if you go back and listen to his first verse and how his vocals are on this verse, okay?
This one for pure cut drugs, no medicine. Ill since 91. I had to fall into.
So there are backings on there. They're low, and he has ad-libs on there very, very far in the distance in the background. But he just has like kind of like the main vocal track, right? And then when we get to the chorus,
faith running out slow. Give me more hope. You win or you out, bro. Let me know. Aiming forever, endeavor. It's something that I can't explain. But I feel like I'm gonna be here.
But you hear how much bigger the chorus sounds because he added those layers. He has like the call or the response on there. The chorus, like there's clear distinction, and also the beat switching. There's a clear distinction that this is the part of the song that you need to remember the most. And I think he does a really good job of presenting that. And then he has the singing on here, which also like further emphasizes like this is a very important part of the song that you need to be listening to.
But I feel it. Look, and when my air go, there will be an art show for me. One story of a million kings, gold victory. Don't believe in time travel to your Audemars ship. When you first land in Paris on your birthday trip, what's impossible? They told me not to go. I'm unstoppable, I'll drop a bow. On the offer show, these little obstacles I'm hopping over wasn't optional. You scared of growth and gotta stop it though. It's like your watch is broke. I'm watching 24 hours. How your day go? Rolex and Seiko, Fine Queen, art show and Dago. Fresh locks and bagel. She just wanna ride on Terray flow. Anywhere and everywhere Terray go. I'm talking about live vinyls. I'm immortal. Faith running out slow. Give me more hope. You win or you out, bro. Let me know. Aiming forever, endeavor.
So I was gonna make a comment about like the mix, but like I think that it actually lends to the song because it gives it like this very raw, organic sound to it, which is okay. I think that's something that like that's like a misconception is that like the mix and the engineering is actually like a part of the story. And this is like something that I kind of ran into at one point in my career, one of my albums, where I did go to an engineer and like he was more obsessed with like the quality, right? Which makes sense because you want quality, right? But the thing is that when you focus too much on polishing, you could actually like polish away like a lot of the personality, like those intricate sounds and like those moments. Like with the last song, like I don't necessarily think that they need to like overhaul the song. They just need to clean up the hiss in the back of their vocals. If they do that and do a little bit better mixing, that song will go well. And it's because there's a disconnect between the quality of the beat, which is just this pristine like jazz production, and then the way that they recorded it. On here, the beat has a very raw sound to it, and Torres mixing and mastering and recording matches that rawness. So it gives it this cohesive sound to it that works. Like I wouldn't suggest like taking this song and cleaning it up because then it might actually remove a lot of that rawness from it, which gives it a lot of texture and personality. So this is a very good submission because I can use this as like almost like a guide to like other people, like what I'm saying, like, hey, this is what you need to be kind of doing, because it's like it's not necessarily, like I said earlier, it's not necessarily about having like the cleanest mix and having like the best pristine sound. It's about having the story being told cohesively throughout all the elements, whether it's the vocals, the beat, the mix, etc., so forth. Like a cohesive thing. It could all sound muddy. Oh, muddy's not the right word, but it could all sound like raw if that's this aesthetic that you're trying to achieve with it. Like if you have like a really pristine sounding beat with raw vocals, we're gonna feel a disconnect. If your vocals are sounding super clean, but the beat's all like bruh bruh, you're gonna hear that disconnect, right? And so to say there's an interesting relationship, a delicate relationship between like the creation process of the song and making sure the song sounds the way that you want to present it. If that makes any sense. That was kind of a rant there. But thank you, Tori Masters, for the submission. That shit was fire. We're gonna keep it moving. We're at song number 23. Remix of the unreleased song "What If" by Jaron Lucas and Eminem. Oh, okay. That's the "What If I Was Gay" song that we're talking about. Let's see.
Finally got the courage to write to you. I know I haven't been acting right to you. I even know that this was right for you to ignore this message. I know I would too. Been a year since I broke your trust. Wish I could ask how you're holding up. Wish I could make amends, but that hope is gone. I just called mom twice, but she won't pick up. Feels like I haven't seen you all in forever. If only our relationship was better. We could go and see mom together. I know she wants us to stick together. Just like my days are numbered, so I can't count my blessings. This life I chose has got me stressing. Sometimes I just sit alone and cry. There's so much I wanna say to you before I die.
I like this. I like this. I think the reason why I like it is because you took something that was known for something else. Because like I said originally, I think this was a remix of Joyner and Eminem's song, like "If I Told You," which is like "If I Told You I Was Gay." I think it's the whole theme is like they're supposed to like, what if Joyner Lucas and Eminem was gay, basically. But you heard something different in it. You heard your story in it, "Before I Die," which feels a little suicidal. I will listen to a little bit more, but like it feels like a note that you would write to somebody who wants to try and give them some clarity as to why you're making these decisions, right? This is the power of music though, because I like to think because you put it into your song, it's not going to happen in real life because you were able to release those demons in a safe and productive way, which is one of the most powerful aspects of music. This is why music's beautiful, because and this is why I love music and this is why I got into music, is because for me it's the ultimate place of solace. Even with my last album, which is Never Perfect, which is out now by the way, that album was a very cathartic release for me. I went through a lot of loss leading up to the album. We lost a couple kids to miscarriage. I lost a couple of friends, one to suicide, one to like a car accident. I lost my uncle. I lost my studio. I had a studio, Star Camp Creative Labs, that I had to close because I just couldn't afford to run it. I lost some friends, some for reasons I don't want to get into, but then others because they just left. And so when I went to make this album, wishes that are perfect. I really wanted to put all that energy into it because for me, music is a place for that to be, right? For that expression to come through in a way that's clear and genuine and represents me in a safe way. And so when I hear this song, that's like where my head goes to, where it's like this is extremely important to him, and in the sense that this is acting as a platform where he can safely share his thoughts with the world and not harm himself or harm others, or even maybe help him with his mental health issues, depression, etc., so forth. This is the beauty behind music. I haven't gotten to any of the technical aspect. I'm just talking about the song itself in terms of like what he's trying to do with it. So listen to a little bit more, and then we'll talk about some technical things.
Finally got an answer from mom. Spent all day on the phone and just talked. We're supposed to be meeting sometime tomorrow. There's like a ray of light on my sorrows. She told me all about your marriage. Had you invited, I would have shown up, I swear it. Maybe someday we'll take this hatchet and bury it. All I want is for both of us to connect again. Been 2 years since I last saw you. I know you're still hurt, so I can't call you.
Okay, so let's talk about technical aspects of this. So because this track is like a remake, freestyle, free verse type situation where you're remaking someone else's song, I'm not gonna really like judge it too much on the like technical aspect of it, because I think about like when I do free verse tracks, I don't like really care about how clean it sounds. Like I'm just rapping over 2 chains or some shit like that. And so with that in mind, because of your vocal inflections and how you sound, it gets a little bit hard to understand you. And I think that might be because your low end might be a little bit too high. I think if you cut your low end just a little bit, just to give your actual vocal range some more room to breathe, that would help a little bit. And then your delivery is a little bit stiff, but I also understand that because you're also emulating the style of the original artist on the track, which can get tricky, right? Especially when you're trying to like fit your own words into their flow. They can get a little stiff, and that's like kind of what I'm hearing right now. But I do think it's a good effort. I do think that this, like I said, I think it's doing a lot for you. And I think it was very important for you to get this song out. You even say in your description, this is a personal song inspired by your brother's tragic death. So you're using music how I feel like it's ultimately supposed to be used, which is a place of solace, a place of reprieve, a place of expression. So thank you for sharing this song with me and allowing me to tap into like my own reasons of why I make music, and then also you sharing your story with us through your music. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. But I did spend a lot of time on you. We gotta keep moving. Let's read some comments real quick before we do this. Comment section. How do we submit hot DJ, hothead DJ? I closed the submissions for tonight. I don't think I'm taking any more submissions tonight, just because I want to be done in the next 45 minutes, which I don't think is going to happen. But I'm going to go ahead and get through all these songs. So if I get more submissions, then unfortunately I will not hit my goal of being done within 3 hours. We do this every Monday at 6 p.m. California time. I open up the submission links for this usually that morning on my Nero page, nero.fan/Jaron Ikner. Usually like I wake up, drink my coffee, and I open up the submission links and make a post about it. That's the best time to submit. And typically what ends up happening 9 times out of 10, people won't submit for most of the day. It will be like the last like couple of hours where a bunch of people start submitting. So there's opportunities to submit. And what I've been thinking about doing for future episodes is leaving the submissions open. But I'm not a fan of that. I really don't. Because one, I like getting the data from each episode. And I've been watching other creators, like they leave their submission things as open the entire time, and it looks better because you get thousands of submissions. But for me, it makes more sense to just do each session. So I'm not gonna leave it open all week. It doesn't make any sense. So To answer your question, we're not taking any more submissions tonight. We're going to cap it off at 37. But I do encourage you to submit next week, every Monday, 6 p.m. California time. Thank you for asking. Torre, thank you for submitting. I appreciate the compliment. Always been a fan of your work, and I fuck with you heavy. We got to hop on another track here soon, so I'll be in touch with you about that. And let's see. Cool. All right, let's keep moving. Up next is Streets from Truth and Music again, submitting another song. He already submitted a skipper, so he gets a one free one too. This is a true story from October. Arrest after arrest for 2 felony charges, and what I experienced, how my ex handled it with family in court, and what I needed to do to be all right. You use AI for the captions. I don't know what that means because there's no captions on here. But
Truth and music. Streets. Yeah. Look. Always thought I was the best. You should know that's not correct. I don't need to feel something. I just need to feel a little less. Did my best to seek change, I maneuvered every step, but the outcome still remains just the same damn mess. Yet I'm back here once again, I mean, what did I expect? Used to struggle to move on, now I'm ready for the next. This time is a little different, got some issues to address. Gotta do this on my own, all alone, no friends. I appreciate your help, but I should focus on success. I don't know who you are, I don't care what you said. Stop giving commands, cause you can't demand respect. When the weight on your shoulders carve scars in your chest, and you don't recall the moments when you really felt your best. So you lie there in bed, don't wanna move or get dressed, and you carry all that pain but can't avoid regret. So you talk to your friends and take on that stress, but you still pretend that you got room left. You should really be proud, cause I know I'm impressed. When I look into the mirror, I just see myself. People think I need them, but I don't need help. And they say I got potential, they should leave that on the shelf. I could do it on my own, I could do it myself. Look, I don't need a team, I could do it myself. I could do it myself. I don't need a team, I could do it myself. I could do it myself. I could do it myself.
As someone who is a solo entrepreneur and has a big chip on his shoulder when it comes to working with a lot of people for a variety of reasons, I like the theme and the message of this song, because I think and I'm about to go on a rant. I'm gonna try not to go on too long of a rant because of time, but I think one of the biggest misconceptions in the music industry, and tell me if I'm wrong, because I think a lot of people will disagree with me on this, is the idea that you need a team. That you need, you can't do anything unless you have a manager. Oh, you can't do anything unless you have a producer. Oh, you can't do anything unless you have an engineer. You can't do this, you can't do that. You need a videographer. You need a street team. You need a marketer. You need all these people. Otherwise, you won't be successful. Now, I know for a fact that is only partially true, in the sense that as an artist, as an independent artist, if you have a plan, then you don't need a team. And what I mean by that is that when it comes to the team aspect, it's about delegating responsibilities, right? So it's like, oh, well, we need someone to start booking shows for us for us to go on tour, or we need someone to start making beats for us so we can start making beats. But they all lead to the same goal, right? Which is the success of the artist. As an independent artist, you don't necessarily have to have all these things. Like, you don't need a manager and all this stuff. You just need the consistency and the grind to be willing to go find it yourself. And that takes time. And that's what it really comes down to. Like, the team replaces the time. That's all it really does. It's not like if you have enough time to put into yourself, you don't need a team. You just need more time. That's my thoughts on that. Anyways, as far as the song itself, good stuff. I really like the lyrics that this guy has. He's good with the pen. He has some really good lyrics that hold my attention. The production on here is solid. I like the chorus. I think that this is good music all around. This is a solid track. Listen to a little.
I don't need a team, I can do it myself. I can do it myself. I can do it myself. I don't need a team, I can do it myself. I can do it myself. See, I get it. It's pathetic.
You're forever man dependent, and I don't feel indebted, not even apologetic. The reason that I mentioned, I have no discretion. My lack of affection, your past indiscretions created this tension. I finally accept it, no longer a question. I hate you, I meant it. It's losing its credit, forget it. You don't even get it, at least you know I said it. Can no longer let it come out a single sentence. I spoken or projected. Your revenge and aggression no longer seem effective. Alone at my residence, lost in deception. No need for your redemption, the truth is irrelevant. Then again, I remember a lot of the stupid shit you did. Probably cause you're clueless, I'm foolish. And the truth is, I must have been confused and desperate, I'm assuming. Your incompetence amusing, didn't do shit. But your mom's so intrusive, your brother knew this. Wouldn't give her his kids, so what are you doing? You can't be that stupid. She's hated by everyone, family included. All that you're doing is proving our daughter is losing. Her father is human, in the path he's pursuing has been clashing with you since October's arrest. Hope I could say that was it, that's as bad as it gets. But nope, I wish. Imagine a week before this, you find out that you're sick. Disease kicking in and you're feeling like shit. Don't have what you need, you can't get your meds. They're back on the scene, you're handcuffed to a bench and you look like shit. Wondering how long before pain kicks in. Okay, mugshot, look at the lens. But I couldn't lift my head, just wanted to lay down any way I can. The investigator hates me and I despise him. He said he ruined me any way he can. Had nothing to say, go and do it then. What should I do there? Nothing I can till you find out soon that you were on the news and the false information they released about you happened to be on their Facebook too.
Second verse is long as fuck. I'll say that. I was waiting for the chorus to drop, and you're just still telling the story, which is not a bad thing because you're snapping, dog. Like the storytelling that you're doing on the second verse with the pen, the way you're singing, like it's a good song, man. Like you know how to like craft a song that does a good job of world building, which is like one of my favorite things about being an artist is building a world and building a reality around what you're trying to do. And from all the songs that I've heard so far, I have a pretty good picture of like your life through your music, which I think is like one of the ultimate goals. Your pen game's crazy. The second verse is wild. It's just long as fuck, man. That shit kept going. There's a minute left.
I read it for a second and just got confused. Nothing on the news or that post was true. Tell me how many drugs have you seen me use? I'm nothing like you. Another case because you use someone at the place, searching all the rooms, opening the cupboards while they search our food. My mental's clean, no drug abuse. We both know the same can't be said for you. Go back to your therapist and tighten that screw. It's been way too long and I think it's too loose. This isn't about you, no, but it is about me. It's not about the news or the cops on the scene or the people that believe everything that they read. It's not about hell, I do it myself.
So I was waiting for that chorus to come back and never came back. You only have the chorus on here once. I think we need to bring that chorus back in the end. I mean, the song's already out, but that's what I would do because that chorus is dope. And that second verse is long as fuck. Like you could probably maybe even I would say cut the verse in half, like do a second and third verse with the same verses, put a break in there. But you're kind of snapping in that story. To where like I don't think you could afford to break it up unless you did like some adjustments in the lyrics. But this is a solid song, dude. It might be one of my favorite songs of the night. So thank you for submitting it. But we gotta keep going. Up next is Hollywood Kilo. Okay. That's all it says, Hollywood Kilo. Oh, it's an Apple Music link. Bro, we don't have Apple Music. So now I gotta look for your shit. Let's see. Hollywood Kilo. Okay. And then the song you submitted was Forever Thuggin'. All right, let's go.
If I can see your face, smoke, dank, sip, drink, catch up on some things. All you over dumb shit, but this time I'll let you win. Well, I'ma mess without my twin, please don't leave again. I sell out my guns and me and Luke could go on a run. Across state on our bikes till we see the sun. Help me get about this funk and light up this skunk. Grab a bottle, let's get drunk, ride through the slums. I crash his ride to see my nigga Prince open his eyes.
So the way you're singing and your vocal tones make me think of Kevin Gates. Like I thought this was a Kevin Gates song at first, which is it's a good thing. Not this, but I made me think Kevin Gates initially. Yeah.
Him and wifey slow dancing to the 80s vibe. I ditch my pride if I can make it to the other side. Just for one night, just on my life, see my cousin smile. I swear I've been talking to myself since my auntie died. Sip, laughed, and cried, look up to the sky. I wish I could talk to God so I could ask him why. Feel good die young and while I'm still alive. And when I run the streets with my guys and think back on the times when you was right by my side. Damn, I miss you. Remember the streets with my wolves. Forever long live my bros. So until I come home, I'll be thugging.
I like the interpolation. Who was the original version? You can run the streets with your thugs. I've been waiting for you until you get through. It's Tupac. Sorry, it took me a second to figure out what song that was. It's Tupac Shakur. Interpolation. I dig that. I like that flip. I think this song is pretty solid all around. It's for the ladies, which I think is always good to have a song for the ladies. You have a Kevin Gates kind of tone to you, which is also for ladies. Like ladies love Kevin Gates. They really enjoy do. I think that it sounds clean. The production is solid. I think that you have a vibe to your music. Let me take a look at your page real quick. Oh, you're a big boy, which makes sense. You're a big dude. You know, there's a vibe around big dudes doing their thing. You got something going on here, man. That song is dope. I don't know how far you're gonna be able to get with that interpolation in terms of like if this song went viral, you might get some people down on you for it. But I do like what you're doing with the song. I like the production. I like the vocal quality is great. I like your voice. Like I said, this sounds like a Kevin Gates song. Like I could see you going on tour with Kevin Gates with this song. It touches that crowd for sure. This is dope though. Thank you for the submission. I'm trying to get through as many songs as possible. I'm going to get through all the songs, but I'm trying to get done in a decent hour. I don't want to be spending 10 hours listening to y'all's music. I got a wife in the other room and I need to eat dinner. Damn it. All right, up next is Mark Boogie. Boogie. No information. This is Mark Boogie. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm ballin' like the #1 draft pick. They know I keep it real to the casket. It's here, then it's gone like magic. That's how we get rid of the packages. Carolina grounds, I'm a savage. If I die in this bitch, ain't nothing after this. So while I'm here, I'ma get mine now. Yeah. While I'm here, I'ma shine right now. Clocking feet on that ground right.
Okay, so the beat is crazy. The beat's sick. I was completely captivated by that intro with the strings and the orchestra, and then the beat dropping is smacking. The beat smacking might be my favorite beat of the night. But the flow doesn't quite do the beat justice. Like there's a lot of space in the rapping. I think there's really like only two ways you can approach the beat that like this because of its tempo. It's either like double 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 like double time, or mama na 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 mama na. And you chose the latter. But this is slaps. You got a slapper here.
The hottest of the hot, ain't no stopping me. The hottest of the hot, ain't no stopping me. The hottest of the hot, ain't no stopping me. Let them burn, 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 let them burn. If I pull up in his bodies, nigga, hell yeah. If they want smoke, we got all of that, hell yeah. It's in the motherfucking air, I don't ever care.
Yeah. So, once again, the beat is fantastic. I really like the beat. I just think the rapping is underwhelming. Meaning that like you're repeating yourself a couple times. The chorus is a little weak. It's actually very weak if I'm being real about it. I don't know. I think of a beat this grand, you got to bring your A game, and this kind of feels like a B- game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you could sharpen the pen a little bit, maybe like expand the vocabulary a little bit. I don't think there's any reason why you need to repeat yourself on this song. It's not that kind of song. This is like a song where you want to really showcase your abilities as a rapper instead of focusing more on the swag. Because this beat is so dope. It's like, okay. And so you had my attention from the beginning with the orchestra. And then when the beat dropped, I'm like, all right, let's see what you're going to do with this. But this felt like it was a little bit over par. Because over par is bad. Under par is better. I don't know. But keep going, though. And I want to hear more from you because clearly you got an ear for production. I don't know who made the beat. But I like the production a lot. So I'm curious to hear more of your stuff to see if there's like other instances of you doing it differently with different types of beats, or if this is just like your rapping style that you're adapting to this beat, if that makes any sense. But thank you for the submission though. Up next is Splash, codename Splash. Okay, let's go. Open it up here because
yeah. Shit only. Yeah, I'm collecting my bag, moving in silence. You can't penetrate on my solitude. Respect, humble and grace. It's the genetic makeup of a solid dude. I can explode if you want. Okay. You gotta deal with the magnitude. Protecting your energy like it's in danger. We fortified for the fortitude. Just cause you hit on me, shit is solidified. Cause the leader gang keeping me energized. Knowing she miss me, wanna come kiss me. I don't need to be in between the thighs. I'm really spiritual, yes I got demons. One of them perks of a Gemini. And I could wake them up, bring them to life. They gon' be gunning for genocide. Consistently I live in contradiction. Never come into my life thinking you could change how I'm existing. Don't try to take my life either, otherwise I'ma unleash malediction.
See, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, if we took this rapping and put it on the other song, like in terms of like the tenacity and like the effort put it in, the last song would be like damn near perfect. But this song is really good rapping. Like, the beat is somewhat simple, and like it has like a little bit of like the double time bounce to it. So there's a pocket that you right into it, but the way that he floats in and out of that pocket is pretty dope. It's pretty sick. Like he's got to. It's kind of like J. Cole-ish, like a little bit of J. Cole kind of flow to it. That's how he be rapping sometimes. But this is good. This is a solid track. This is one of the better tracks that we've gotten tonight so far.
It's a simple description, need a little depiction, need something potent. Holla at Dr. Space for a prescription. How the shit come with subscriptions?
Why the hell is you calling me? What could you possibly want? How do you go? Commit a robbery? Say you just wanna fuck. No, I don't need you. I think you said no. I don't need you. I think you lying just by the way that you touch. And this ain't no trapping, there ain't no shade, but I know you was not playing with me. If I was pepping, you was a shame. I know that baby was coming with me. I'll get the racks and split up the change, but if only you stay with me. Nah, baby, I see you was playing for keys.
handout, I don't do well with publicity. I gotta watch what I say, already you're talking.
I wasn't expecting the singing. The singing is dope. Like that chorus is really, really good. And it has like the elements that I've been talking about all night in terms of like making it very clear this is the chorus with the space and the stereo-ness, like the spreading out of it. There's a little bit of catchiness. Like it's a little bit on the wordy side in the chorus, but it's the melody and the way that he's writing it is a very catchy vibe to it. I enjoy that quite a bit. Like I said before, the rapping is solid, the production is solid. This is one of the better songs of the night, if not like my favorite song of the night so far, just in terms of like execution. So good stuff. We're gonna listen to a little bit more. Yeah, right here. Shit, nope, that's not right. Right here.
Just cause of ethnicity. Now my head's like a whirlpool. Know that I can appreciate her little simplicity. But at the end of the day, just like Static Shock, I can conduct electricity. Now I got a couple of healer spells. They're really effective like Kokomis. I'm very kind, but I'm also authentic, so everything's handled with potency. And I will not concede. Splash will never let you get the best or hold of me. If you going against me, not Taro, Jane, Kazuo, Kuno, Oni. So, why the hell is you calling me? What could you possibly want? How do you go? Commit a robbery to say you just wanna fuck. No, I don't need you. I think you said enough. I don't need you. I think you're lying just by the way that you touch. And this ain't no trapping, there ain't no shade, but I know you was not playing with me. If I was rapping, it was a shame. I know that baby was coming with me. I'll get the rocks and spit up the change, but if only you staying with me. But nah, baby, I see you was playing for kids, so why the hell you calling me? What could you possibly want? How do you go? Commit a robbery to say you just wanna fuck. No, I don't need you. I think you said enough. Yeah, I think you're lying just by the way you touch.
Good song. That was a good song. I really enjoyed that song quite a bit. Everything I really don't have like anything negative to say about it. Honestly, I think that you hit all the marks that I typically look for in a good song. The beat was solid, very clean production, very clean vocals. The lyrics are great. You had a distinct, clear chorus and like the part where I'm supposed to pay the most attention to. Your lyrics are solid. Your rapping was solid. Your flow was great. This is a good song, man. Thank you for submitting it. We are in the last 9 songs of the evening. Let's get it. Up next is Legacy Brock. The description says, check out Celebrate and Believe That and the rest of the project. We're only going to listen to one. Nice try, buddy. But we're only listening to one. So we're going to listen to... You said Celebrate, right? Celebrate. Here you go. Legacy Brock, Celebrate. On the heat check. Let's go.
Yeah, toast to the good life. Or you could just toast the life.
Hey, it's a bad
we here.
It's the prime time. Let's have a night out on the town and pop the fine wine. And then it's going down in the VIP. All the drinks is on me. Let's have another round. Because the time is now to celebrate, celebrate. Put your hands up in the air and celebrate, celebrate. Put your glasses in the air.
Black Bar Mitzvahs, Mazel Tov, Mogul Talk. Making moves, black Hyman Raw. Won't take a loss, win at any cost. Raise your glasses. It's a celebration if you're 25 and free or alive. Cause CNN said that I wouldn't be. So I'ma do what I do. You do what you can. Catch me, El Presidente. With a couple Beckys that love to get Lewinsky. Got a gas like Penske, she down for whatever. But the night is still young and the bottle's still cold and that loud is still roll. So we about to blow a couple O's, get higher than the cable bill. She looked over like.
So the production and the way that you're rapping on this song actually reminds me of Ghostface Killer Supreme Clientele. Particularly the production. The production sounds like some Raheem Vaughn. Like that particular album is like where I'm taken to sonically, which is one of my all-time favorite albums, by the way. So this is not like a diss or anything like that. Like I love that album because it has like this like grandiose kind of like high life sound to it. And then you have the chorus with the singing on there too, which kind of takes you back to the album. And then the rapping is very kind of Ghostface ish. I'm curious to know where you're from. Like if you're from New York, let me actually click on your profile real quick. You are from. It doesn't say where you're from, but I get NY vibes. And I get that your favorite rapper might be Ghostface Killer. Because like the way you're rapping on there and that pocket that you're in is very like Ghostface-y, action braunchiness. The production sounds very Raheem Vaughn, Supreme Clientele. Like that's like the vibe I've been getting from this, which is all good things. Trust me when I say this. Let's listen to a little bit more though.
She know it's real. I got her wedded in the Navy SEAL, and all my niggas is home, so we bout to live it up, cause you only live once. Yeah.
It's the prime time. Let's have a night out on the town and pop the fine wine, and then it's going down in the VIP. All the drinks is on me. Let's have another round because the time is now to celebrate, celebrate. Put your hands up in the air and celebrate, celebrate. Put your glasses in the air.
I pre-game before I came, so I'm all in this VIP with all these PYTs. I'm like, Ma, you bad, but I got a CID. Then she all going to Freeman trying to lean on me. I said, Swig is chillin', Sticks is chillin', Wise is chillin', Crack, Luck, and Mugga in the building. Yup, we killin' them. Yup, we killin' them. Drinks, I stay pillin' them. I'm fillin' them. Yup, like no-dos. And she drawin', twerking the iPhone, trying to Instagram all the photos. Stupid, dumb, yeah, we go ape shit. Too extravagant to be.
Okay. That's a pretty cool song, dude. I like that track. I think like I said, it takes me to a certain time in my life when I was bumping a lot of Ghostface Killer, Supreme Clientele. It has a very distinct sound, like I say, the Raheem Vaughn production. That's what it makes you think of, which is, if you're a hip hop fan and you haven't heard Supreme Clientele by Ghostface Killer, go listen to that album. It will blow your mind. And it will remind you of this song because I don't really think that's like this is like one of the first times that I've heard a song remind me of that album that wasn't like an Action Bronson. I think that this is clean. I think that I like everything about it. I like the concept. I like the celebration aspect of it. I like the singing on the hook. I like the rapping. Good shit, man. Good shit. We're gonna go ahead and keep moving though. Up next is Roger Smith. Lyrics are original. You said that you use AI for vocals in the music, but the lyrics are original. All right, at least you admit it. So that you guys know there is AI on this song, on the vocals and the music. Like I said, I'm not against listening to AI music. I just need you to tell me that's AI. That's like my only thing. So let's give it a listen.
Reach high and tickle the clouds. Avoid the tramplers in the crowds. Home on the curb at the fire hydrant. Neon lights flicker, glowing vibrant. Yet I feel very alone across from the graffiti stone. Roots deep through cracked concrete. Cars keep grinding down the street. There's a woman looking down at me. She bends over and whispers quietly, "Where did you come from?" She wants to pick me, and I'd allow her, as I'm only a lonely sidewalk flower.
Okay. I like the lyrics. I like what you're trying to do with the song. Storytelling. Always a sucker for a good story, and I like the story of the lonely sidewalk flower being picked by a woman. Now, let's talk about some things here. The AI aspect of it. I always wonder why people don't get people to sing the songs. because you went ahead and you got AI to do it, which gives you the concept, it gives you the whole thing. And now at this point, you could go hire someone to sing this song, because like the whole issue that I have, like it's not even like really the usage of AI vocals. It's the stone wall that you hit once you get to that point. Let's say that you put this song out and it goes viral, or you put it on Spotify, you start getting some traction. Now people are asking you to do shows or start to make appearances or make a music video. What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? But at the very least, if you hire a musician, preferably someone that you know and you trust, all of a sudden you're like building a career with them. I think that the lyrics are good, and I think that the music is good. And I think that you could take these concepts and give them to somebody who can make them better and make them sound more natural. Because you definitely can hear that it has like the AI tone to it. Like I said, the biggest tells in AI music when it comes to vocals is the cleanness of the timbre, and then the lack of breath. And it's so funny because I remember having a conversation with somebody recently about removing breaths from vocal takes when you're recording. It was something that I used to do a lot because I didn't like the fact that you would hear the between every bar that I spat. But nowadays, like that's like a really big indicator that you're still human, is that you breathe. And it gives like so much more like texture to the tones and like the vocals. And so I mean, like if you could find yourself a singer to sing this song with these lyrics, you might be able to take it somewhere, because even like the musicality of it, it's there for sure, and the concept, it's there. You just got to find a better way to present it to an audience that will absorb it. And honestly, nowadays you might not even need to do all that. You could probably put it out fine just now. I'm just thinking about trying to keep the humanness into it. That's all. Up next is Emily Rose Burnett. See what you're working with here. The song's called Thank You. Okay, sorry, it's getting kind of warm in here right now because you guys keep submitting all that fire to the heat check. Dear Lord. So this is a really cool song. I like her voice quite a bit. It has like this like bodega kind of like homegrown bohemian vibe to it. Her lyrics are solid and the production is solid. I think when I was looking at her page, she does have like the universe built out in terms of like finding out like who she is and what she is trying to do with her music. But I think that the catch of this song is the vibe that it creates. In her page, she calls it New York Soul, which is an interesting term. I don't think I've ever heard New York Soul before, like that term being used to describe someone's music, because I understand what she's trying to say with that. But I'm trying to like envision it, because like I said earlier, like bohemian kind of vibes. I never really like attributed to New York, right? Like that's more like something that I attribute to like California. I don't even know. I actually never really thought about it till right now. But the fact that you're calling it New York Soul, like it gives you like this kind of like city girl living in a loft apartment. Like you even have a photo of you like in a loft apartment jumping around. It definitely like creates a universe around your music, which I think is very interesting, compelling. So I think you're hitting all the marks that you need to hit. The vocals sound good. I think the production is solid. I think your voice sounds great. I think the lyrics are great. This is a solid track. This is good. Now, I'm gonna keep it moving because we're getting tight on the time frame here. We have 6 more songs. Yeah, get my air conditioner. See, the thing is that like I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm in my studio right now, which is like basically like a converted garage. It's only 72 degrees outside, but like our house is very well insulated, so it's a little warmer here right now. But that's okay. Up next is Gambler Hat. One of these tracks from the upcoming EP, Lean In. It's Gambler Hat. It's out of Bandcamp now. Will release on all streaming. Okay, I'm gonna play this real quick. Still listening.
Filling your mind unintentionally, resting in void, you forget your needs. Soon you lack feel, turn back round. She's nude and beautiful, but she's gonna let you down. 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 Take no heart, bless no sneeze. Suki's having fun, but I still don't know what that is. Take no hand, but still give reach. Look at me like you're dizzy, do you know what that means? 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 Do you know what that means?
So that was cool. Shorter than I expected it to be. It's only a minute and 43 seconds, but it had like this very prog rock kind of like psychedelic feel to it, which I think is greatly appreciated. In case you're wondering what I was doing off camera, I had to like turn on my fan real quick because it's hot, son. But I think it like the rawness of the production makes the song, it gives the song personality. I think if that song sounded too clean, I wouldn't have liked it as much. But because it has like that kind of like 70s psychedelic, like the Doors kind of vibe to it, it really gives it a lot of personality and texture to it that makes it very enjoyable. So that was a solid track. I'm interested to hear more from you. Gambler Hat. I think Gambler Hat's actually the name of the song. Or maybe that's the name of the group. The song, I don't know what the song is named because he submitted it directly through Nero, so I don't know what the song's called. But that was a great track. Thank you, Gambler Hat. Let's keep it moving. Up next is Asive the Prayer. The song is titled Stay With You by Asive the Prayer, featuring The Prow from South Africa. Released this love song to prove love, not to live your partner on hard times. That was hard to read. I don't understand what I just read.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Stand aside. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'ma stay with you, my baby, through any weather, baby. Yeah, yeah, with you, my baby. Yeah, yeah. Ngiyathaphutha ngiyadlala lady mabahlele bethetha bazokwenzani into siyahamba baby vele zininzi esizawudibana nazo they all be faking sona lapha kum ngikunika uthando olunenkathalo oluzobangela ungabi navalo hlala uzonwabela hani ibambe njalo apha kubo ndazithandela anaxesha nje nalodlalisela I hope ndiyithethayo uyayikholela ndayazi amajita abhiza yazidalela ungabaniki chance wena uhlala ubabalela and look me feel alive baby noba sendelela I'ma put you on a flight when I themba uphumelela just give me a chance to show you love I'ma do it fast give me a hug try to invest ibe nomshado asipasele test vale imidlalo hlale ne-chest phezu kolwandle mhlawumbe with the best kasini ibamba kanje I see you on the west bengicela ibamba kanje I see they got the prayer yongindi ihamba kahle I hope nebuye ngiwebe benzawuthini umhla kanje you got me feeling like xa senhlanye nawe yongindi right bengicela ujonge esipilini uzinike ichansi wesi xa sophethwe nzeni unqinela mna
Okay, so I have no idea what you're saying because I think you're rapping in what is this, French? It sounds like French. But the flow is pretty sick, dude. And like I'm looking at your social media, like I don't even want to like make assumptions, but it feels like you're like a black albino. Maybe. Like you definitely got like African American features, but like your skin tone is albino, which is interesting. That's like a whole universe right there. I think that the production is super clean. I think your flow is solid. Like I said, I don't know what you're saying. You could be calling me the N-word for all I know, but I'm liking your approach to the track and like how you're writing this beat. I think the production is a little bit on like the side. It gets like a little stale as I kept listening to it, but your flow actually held my attention and kept me like locked in for sure. I like this song. This is a good song. I think that I'm interested in who you are as a person as I look at your page. And I'm not going to follow you on Instagram because I try not to do that. But I do want to hear some more music from you. I'm curious to know like what your story is. And since I don't understand what you're saying on the song, you might be telling me your story, but I can't hear it because I don't know what you're saying. So that was Receive the Prayer. And the song was called God I Pray. No, Stay With You. The EP is called God I Pray. That's a solid track. For sure, for sure. All right, so we're down to the last 4 songs here. Up next is Long Story Short. Also, there's a couple notes. I added features on Nero to make it because some people be like, oh, you don't listen to the whole song. And I don't really state the rules a lot when I do this because it's annoying. But my personal rules on these live streams is that I will always listen to at least 30 seconds. Now, it's very rare that I've listened to a song at the 30-second mark and just cut it off. I usually try to get it to the chorus or try to get like at least a gist and understanding of what the song is supposed to be presented as. But we did add a feature that makes me listen to the whole song up to 10 minutes. Meaning that if you just need me to listen to this whole damn song, you can drop that bag and I will listen to the whole song front to back. We started this whole live stream today with a 10-minute long submission from through the Nebula, travel through the Nebula. He used that feature and I listened to his entire 10-minute song on the stream. So this is a note because if some people be like, oh, well, you don't listen to enough of the song. I'll listen to what I need to, fool. And if you need me to listen to more, I will gladly do so. But you gotta cough up some do-re. And sometimes I might like the song so much that I will listen to the whole song without doing that. But it depends. This whole show is about like my vibes. So vibes. All right. So this is Long Story Short with the song What Mattered Most.
Every second that goes by without the spark inside your eyes, I wonder why. All the rules we swore to break and all the little things we said do not apply. We've lost what mattered most. Like raindrops in a hurricane, we fade away. Yeah, we've lost what mattered most. Like raindrops in a hurricane, we fall. Now everything I know is gone. Sometimes your heart is simply wrong. Yeah, there's no point in carrying on. This love has left us both so cold. It started like an accident.
Thought so far. So I like this song quite a bit. I think one thing that matters the most to me, pun intended, 'cause that's what the name of the song is how we're able to leave a lasting impression with music. And it might not be for everybody in the sense that like this song is not for me. But this song is definitely for someone who has had their heart broken, and the person that he wrote it about knows that it's about them. And sometimes it's kind of like all you need. There's a point in time in music, in the music industry, where we felt like we have to make songs for the masses. And I feel like that was a major turning point for the worse when it comes to music, because all of a sudden, especially right now with like AI and all that crap, where people are just like generating thousands of songs a day with no substance or no basis to it. It's just ways to make money, right? And when it comes to songs like these songs, like, which is kind of the theme of tonight's episode, is like it provides a solace, it provides a timestamp in your life, it provides a universe that you built around your soul that you're willing to share this little small piece of with somebody. And that's like what I get from this song, is that like with lyrics, I'm reading the lyrics right now, it says like raindrops in a hurricane, we fade away. You know what I'm saying? Like lyrics like that like aren't for everybody. Those are for people who have been through some shit, and when they read or hear that, they're like, yeah, no, I get that. And so I do appreciate the song quite a bit. We're gonna listen to a little bit more because we got some drums now and some other elements, but this is good.
The moment that we hit the brakes came way too late. At first it seemed that we'd be fine, but nothing much was out of line. We were so blind. We lost what mattered most. Like raindrops in a hurricane, we fade away. Now everything I know is gone. Sometimes your heart is simply wrong.
Sometimes your heart is simply wrong. That's a tough bar, man. That's like another point I'm trying to make with the music, is that like sometimes you come into realizations about yourself through your music, right? Now, like with that line, like sometimes your heart is simply wrong, he's probably talking about himself, right? He probably tried to love hard or like really try to believe in something, and he put his all into it, put his heart into it, and he was just simply wrong. And sometimes it's hard to admit that as a person, as a human. And so putting it into your music, like immortalizing that for the rest of your life, but beyond that, because music lives beyond you, is a beautiful thing, man. And I super appreciate that. So thank you. We're gonna go ahead and keep moving though, because we are past our time. So we need to get here. Martin Ikner, I'm not sure if you're still in the chat or not, but we got to your song. So let's go ahead and give it a listen here. The song is called Remedy. So I'm loving the synthesizers. I think that you created a pretty interesting soundscape with the synthesizers that you have there. I'm not the biggest fan of the drums. I think they kind of takes away from the atmosphere a little bit, and it kind of like brings it down to like an earth level, which is needed sometimes. But I almost feel like this song might benefit from no drums. Let me keep listening though. So yeah, I feel like the drums I'm trying to like phrase this right. So with the drums, like when you add the drums to it, it makes it feel like a lo-fi track. Like something that I would hear like on a lo-fi radio station. I think when the song doesn't have the drums on it, it makes it sound like a space opera soundtrack, like a movie score. The drums really, really like bring down the epicness of the beat. It really like kind of like makes you like kind of focus on the rhythm of it when you put the drums in it. But when you take the drums out, it's almost like the rhythm's still there for sure, but it's like almost like this more universal kind of like vibe to it, if that makes any sense. I'm just kind of talking here. I've been talking all night, so I'm kind of just trying not to repeat myself, but it gives it like a more spacey feel when you don't have the drums on it. But when you put the drums on it, it makes it sound like a lo-fi beat, because now all of a sudden you're making the listener focus on the structure instead of the texture, if that makes any sense. And I think that by removing the drums and just letting it rock without that, or maybe even switching the drums up, maybe taking the snares out in the open hat and maybe just keeping the kick, that would give it more of a spacey feel. But it really depends on what direction you want to take the song. Maybe you want the lo-fi feel to it, right? Maybe you want to like capitalize on that lo-fi audience. Making a bunch of songs like this and doing lo-fi might be a good route for you. But I like their approach, and like I like the usage of the synth. The synthesizers are very ethereal and very hypnotizing, and it captivated my attention. It was the drums that snapped me out of that attention. And once again, this is just my opinion. But yeah, I appreciate the submission. I want to hear more from you. Please submit. Up next is Raw Dog. Raw Dog. Okay. The song is called Ron John Surf Shop, by the way.
The crap they make me go through, those idiots still miss me when I'm gone, that's for sure.
Told my mom not to worry, I'm a rapper now. Call me Raw Dog, I don't need a rapper now. I'm a lost cause, smoking weed and jacking on. I'm a gooner and a stoner, just like Snoop Dogg. I'm a goner with your daughter at the concert. I'm a blotter, I lost power, I can't stop her. Ron John Surf Shop, how they ride my wave. Live fast, I on like I'm purple rain.
Positive and based, every day I'm grateful. Wake up, get cake, and I'm so thankful. Ignorance is bliss, I know I'm so blessed. Just got paid, I need my next check. I don't wanna flex, just take care of mama, no enemies.
The beat is sick. I like the beat. Like that sample, like that little like high pitched vocal sample mixed with the drum sequencing, like the way the drums are sequencing with that rapid fire kick that comes in every once in a while, fire. The rapping, it feels like it's like the issue that I had with the other song, where it feels like we went for the lowest common denominator type raps. But there is like some swagger behind it. There is some energy behind it that is appreciated. I'm just not a fan of like the actual lyrics themselves. It feels very like, yeah. We'll listen to some more though.
It's no time for no drama. I am grateful that my fam love me. I never hate, and my fam love me. Stay humble, stay low. Bro told me I just wanna ball like I'm Ginobili. Nobody on earth understands my struggle. Keep your head up because Zeus loves you.
Mr. Mix, curb in the kitchen. Left, right, show you how to get it. Boom, bump, right out the trunk. East to the west, Jeep double got the funk. You know, curb, dwell, one double O. What do we sell? X, H, dog, daddy.
So I definitely like the second rapper more than the first rapper. And it's mostly because of his voice. Like he has this little voice. I don't know how to. I'm not gonna try to imitate it, but his vocal tones match the beat a lot better. His rapping isn't better, but his energy behind the approach and the beat is better than the first guy. I really like the beat, but I don't feel like either of these guys really do the beat justice. I would like to hear like, I don't know, like this is a beat that you would give to like Little Uzi Vert or something like that, or like a Juice World. That's like the kind of who I would see like float on this beat. These rappers are doing a decent job, like they're maintaining their own, but they're not blowing my mind, and that's because of the lyrics itself, which feels very like remedial. But I do like the voice of the second rapper quite a bit. It's a very unique voice, and I think you can capitalize on that. I think if you wanted to improve this song, I think I would try to add some variation to the flow in the verses. Like even if you just do like a little bit of chopping, not even chopping, just switch the flow up. Because the flow gets like, it's a very A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to prioritize it a little bit. Cool. We're down to the last two songs. Read some comments. We got some comments here. This has been fun. Thanks for setting this up. I will be back next time with more music. You were awesome. Thank you. Long story short, I appreciate you submitting your music. And like I said, we're here every Monday. Unless I got something else to do, I'm here every Monday at 6 p.m. I open up the submissions on the Nero page that morning. So if you want to get in earlier, so you're not like waiting all night to get in, you could use the skip feature, or you can just like submit earlier. Like I said, I try to open it up first thing in the morning. Look for the posts on Reddit, or look for the posts on Facebook, or look for the posts on Instagram. That's like where I blast it. So anyways, Elliot Harlan, is that where we're at? Yes. A band lab link. All right. I'm Sending the Wolf is the name of this song. So at first, when the beat started, I'm like, ooh, saw me my face scrunch up, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be dope. And it gets kind of repetitive. We're at the 1 minute 25 mark. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit to the 2 minute and 25 mark to see if we get some variation in the song. Okay, no, not really. Let's fast forward to 325. We got a baseline. Okay, I have enough to make an opinion. So I think that this track is actually not bad as an instrumental for like an artist, particularly a rapper. Like I actually hear like a rapper like Mos Def, like rapping on this beat and is tearing this beat up. Like that kind of rapper, like a rapper, like even like a Common or like even like a Talib Kweli. Like we're talking like the granola rappers that wear the hats, right? Like I feel like a rapper like that would actually do this track justice because it has that soul funky sound to it. But the track just kind of sounds like a jam session. Which you know, there's nothing wrong with that. You're submitting me a Bandlamp link, so obviously you're probably still working on it and just putting it out here for some vibes. I think that your musicality is very sound. I just want more to it. We could maybe add more instruments, add some vocals. It's 5 minutes and 27 seconds long. I obviously didn't listen to the whole thing, but I clicked through to see if we would get some variations, and we do have some more instruments introduced later on, like a bass line and a couple more snares, or not snares, but a couple more instruments. But I think we could throw a rapper on here. We could throw a rapper on here, and it would probably go crazy. Because it has that cool funk pocket to it, to where you get a rapper on it. Let me see. I'm gonna try and do a little bit of rapping on it. I think that the delay might be on, so it might not sound right. But let's see. Hold on. Yeah. Hair raising, amazing, blazing, another page in the chapter. Bastards can't match you and get your groove back. Angela Bassett, who's that? Too old. I don't even know my soul when I'm taking control, when I'm pushing all the buttons, when I'm on the remote. I'm in the zone, holding the flow, holding it down, taking the crown and passing it around. When I'm the top of the town and I'm walking around, nigga, I'll turn your smile into a frown, upside down, huh? If you really knew what was going up, I don't know, don't give a fuck. Yeah, I lost the flow, but I still accosted though, because I stop and go like a traffic light. When I rap, it's tight, it sounds alright. It might be off beat because it's delayed, but it doesn't really matter because I still will spray like a aerosol can. I'm a very tall man and I carry a lot of pride when I keep it pan down the road and hit to Japan. When I'm in the zone, I'll be flipping the plan. I don't know. Flipping the gram. I don't know. The point is that like this is like a freestyle beat. This is like a cipher beat that you would put on the cipher and people would rap over it probably forever. It's like this that kind of beat. Like I'm thinking like old school like rap cipher type situation. Like this is where I would do it. This. Thank you for submission. All right, we got one more song, and then I'm out of here. Up next, and last but not least, is Cryosis. Hi there, we're Indian indie duo that just released our new single titled Adonis. The track is accompanied by a completely self-funded VX Rich music video and kicks off releases leading up to our album later this year. We love your feedback. All right. Well, we're not going to be able to show the video on here because Nero be tripping. I got to figure that out. I really like the feature that it has on here that shows the video right here, but when I play it on here, it does a doubling thing. And I know it's something with my settings probably. I don't know why that would be the case, but that's just where we're at. So y'all don't get to see the video. I do. Video's great.
Gemini, twin, set of eyes. Wanna sing red, wanna sing him. Terrifying gems in your eyes. Ruby when you cry, diamond
This is a pretty great song, dude. I wish I could show you guys the video. The video is fantastic. Very cool lighting, very cool set design, very cool costume design. The video is great. The song itself is solid. It sounds like, a radio pop song that would draw a certain type of audience. I think like the target audience for a song like that would be people who listen to like, I don't know, like Chapel Roan or like any of these like artists who were like doing like the fringe pop is what I'm calling it, fringe pop. This is like fringe pop. Like you have like these deep lyrics and like kind of like eerie tone to the music and like her vocals, but it still like has pop roots. You can still feel the pop roots and like the level of mainstream production is definitely still there. And I think that the song has legs. I think that the video itself can do some damage. Like what I would probably do in terms of like marketing is I would take the video because it's very strong visual imagery in the video. You just need to clip that shit up. And it looks like it's already kind of like prepared to be clipped up into reels and TikToks. Let me look at your page real quick to see if what you guys already been doing. Let me see. Yep. You already been doing it. If you go to their Instagram page, which is Cryosis Music, you can see the video has been chopped up into different little sections here. They got behind the scenes footage here. They got like a little commercial here. They got like some of the set clips from the video here with like the rollout is clean, and this is actually how you're supposed to do it. I'm rooting for these guys. They have everything that they need to take it to the next level. It's just kind of about remaining consistent and then getting the right eyes on it. I'm gonna listen to a little bit more before I get out of here for the night. Let's go.
Gemini, twin, certified. One a little dead, one a little dim. Where am I and why does it burn? At your pretty boy, put it in my skin. I'm always ready for you, adore you, take till I'm with skin and bone and heart and soul and only yours. Wouldn't you wanna see me, my love? Wouldn't you wanna take me under? Say you want this, your sickness, your goddess, you're built like Adonis. Wouldn't you wanna see me, my love? I'll bring the rain, you bring the thunder. Say you want this, you're sick but you're honestly all that I'll ever need.
Sweet. Yeah, I enjoy that song. I think that the lyrics are great. I think that the quality sounds very professional. The video's fantastic. The girls' vocals are solid. They have this little universe that they're building around this particular song. That it said in the description that this is the make sure I'm reading this right. It's the newest single leading into their album. So I'm actually interested to hear more from this group, Cryosis. If you guys are still around, submit to more heat checks in the future. I am rooting for you guys. You guys seem to have a lot going for you in terms of like how you want to approach this music shit. So I really appreciate you guys submitting the songs to the heat check. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get the hell up out of here. We've been doing this for 3.5 hours, which is it's a long time. But I do it for y'all because I really want to hear you guys' music. I appreciate you guys submitting to the heat check. We'll be back again next week with another live stream here on the Star Trek Multimedia channel. If you guys want to help me out with continuing to do these videos, please like, subscribe, share. When you see people who are artists that want to get their music heard, let them know about me so they can participate. And just keep your eye out for future live streams. Also, if you want to continue to help out my music artistry, go check out my album, Wishes Are Never Perfect. There's a link in the description. You can go listen to the album for free. You don't have to log in anything on the website. There's also a link to my book that I made with it and my film that I also made and my app. It's a full multimedia experience that you can get at wishersnerdperfect.com. Also, follow me on Spotify. I'm trying to get my Spotify game back up. I've really been falling off on that. So go follow me on Spotify. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to get the hell up out of here. I appreciate you guys watching. This is your boy, Jaron Ikner, and I am outie. Peace.